barking. Oh, can we do it again? How you doing there, folks? Mighty fine to see you. It's me, Ricky Joe Bobby Earnhardt, here back with you at the Place to Be Reviews. Now, I bet you're wondering, Ricky Joe Bobby Earnhardt, what are you doing here on a Wednesday night? Well, Etep said the response to my introduction from Saturday night's main event was so good, so resoundingly positive, that he brought me back once again to introduce to you the #1 show on Wednesday nights in all of YouTube, no matter how big or small the channel is. Much like my intellect, it perseveres through all circumstances. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Holy Shit News. My trailer park might be featured on here soon. Back to you in the studio, Etep. Yes, and before I go, Etep, I do have one more thing to say to AngelousDraven. Draven, goddammit, would you lay off those retarded girls? Jesus Christ, you're crazier than a hog in a pan of slop during feeding time. Back to you, Etep.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great man tonight.
Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a It's not our world is watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Well, I'm headed down the southern trail. I'm going chicken hunting, chopping redneck chicken necks. I ain't saying nothing to that hillbilly. Stick my barrel in his eye. Boom shaka, head chunks in the sky. Why? I never liked chicken pot pie or a chopped chicken on rye. Tell Mr. Willie Bubba I'ma cut his neck up. Chop, chop, there you go, scare cut. What do you do with a drunken hillbilly? Cut his fucking eyes out and feed him to his Aunt Tilly. Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Holy shit! Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything. Holy shit!
Where's the Tylenol?
It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D Tepukuian from the Place to Be Reviews, right back here with all yous, even the Orthodox Jews, l'chaim. Welcome, Mazel Tov, as it were. Welcome to Holy Shit News, episode number 31. I can't believe we've been doing this for 31 weeks and haven't got demonetized doing this yet. I'm waiting for St. Floyd of Fentanyl, or if you pay attention to the community tab, Neo, the star of the new Matrix movie, to show up. That's spelled Knee-O, Neo. For those of you keeping score at home, let's see who's in the chat thus far this evening, ladies and gents. We got Keemon Bell. Oh, of course, a Stranger Things comment. Thanks, Keemon. Way to throw me off right from the start. Fan characters, at least he's introducing them as fan characters. Now, fan characters, Tyler, Caroline, and X. Is that Malcolm or, little Nas X? I'm in the dark here. Will be the new sacrifices of Season 5. Vecna could most likely kill one of them early on and kill the last two in the finale. What should their fates be? I say they'll be hoisted by their own petard. How about that? Hail Keely Chow. Welcome, brother. Right. Brutal Morningwood, the best name on YouTube. And
X Eliminator.
X gonna give it to you. Ow, ow. There we go, right there. Bad Take Bojan. Hail, Tina. Welcome. Soldier Spirit. Adam, he's here. He says, happy Flag Day, y'all. It's absolutely happy Flag Day. Nano, just not the Troon flag. That's absolutely right. We don't, I don't know where that country is that those colors represent, but those bitches all be ugly as shit. Yeah, Megatron. You can just hear it going and just folding out. Roll out and join the 42%. Never mind, YouTube. I'm just kidding. Allegedly in Minecraft, but it is a 42% success rate. Well, never mind. Hail, Ruben, or that's Ryan. Wait, I had Ruben here a second ago. The chat jumped on me. Jesus, that's Ryan. Is that a Murphy beard on you in that picture?
Yes.
I thought so. I had to look. I'm looking at him like, Jesus, do I need stronger glasses or is that a Jack Murphy beard? Hail, manliness and motivation. I'm feeling a bit downs, like Draven when he gets lucky. Draven will be here soon. I told him he missed a personalized message from Ricky Joe Bobby Earnhardt. He's on Real Hara right now with Trina and the gang. He'll be over here soon. Hail, Tollbat. Tollbat will be joining us next Tuesday night for our members stream. We will be talking more extraterrestrial goodness. If you're not a channel member, if you're not one of the 71 channel members, get on the bus right now, like Spike Lee said back in the day. And not the short bus. Draven's on there picking up women. Godzillionaire is here. X to this exhibit, man. Exhibit is an alumni of, I believe it's Central Michigan University. Was he the one that went to CMU? One of the rappers went to CMU. I can't remember. But we got a great fucking panel here for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start off with the regulars, as it were. Let's go right. We'll start right here first because I forgot to send the link.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Yes, that's right, everybody. Hello. I want to wish everyone a happy Flag Day. I am displaying, in honor of Pride Month, I am displaying my pride flag, which is the United States flag. Happy Flag Day, everybody. I also want to wish a very happy birthday to my old friend, a young 248 years old. Happy birthday to the U.S. Army. Always missed by everyone. The Marine Corps always gets a lot of attention on theirs because they're holiday doesn't go in conjunction with another holiday. So the 248th birthday of the United States Army gets a little overtaken by the fact it's also Flag Day. But I want to wish everyone who's in the Army, including Ryan here on the panel, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday to the U.S. Army. Also, I'm a little toasty today. I spent my entire day out on the lake, and it's 82 degrees in my home right now. I refuse to close the windows and turn the AC on, so I'm keeping the light shirt on right now, just showing off the guns. But yeah, let's get into some holy shit news, everybody.
Just don't be doing like Camelot and taking off your shirt for Super Chat, you fucker.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Did you say showing off the gays, or is that what you said? The gun, gays?
Speaking, Jesus, my camera put me in witless protection program. Fuck it, let me bring in CJP.
Sleep brings us closer to God. Catch me, Lord, catch me. Wait. Oh, what have we done to make God angry? You did it.
Yes, it is me. It is CJP. Yeah, just here to have some fun, and I'm sure a Florida man's going to make an appearance or two. So let's have some fun and make fun of people.
Absolutely, that's what we do every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I'm in witness protection because my cameras appear. Look. If you guys would eat, I'm not asking for a lot. If you just go to Subscribestar, in addition to being a channel member, and I have 70 channel members. If you each gave me $100 a month, I'd have a new camera tomorrow. All right? I'm not asking a lot. It's not a grift. I'm just coming right out and saying, hey, look. I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding. It's just because, look, somebody opened the Ark of the Covenant. This will make it better right here. Everything is proceeding exactly as I had foreseen. There. Let's go over to our next contestant on The Price is Wrong this evening, and bring in Ryan from Legion Talks. Is there Legion Gaming as well? I believe there's the Legion of Legionnaires. There's Legionnaire's Disease, and then there's Ryan joining us.
Excellent.
To be fair, I believe I was actually out before the Legion of Memers, but that's okay. Yes, I am Ryan from Legion Games. That is my gaming channel and Legion Talk, which probably most of you know me from, covering Disney, Star Wars, all that good stuff. And it's awesome to be here, talk a little bit of shit, especially about my Army buddy and brother, Adam. And it's good to see CJP again. And, so thanks for having me on, man. And Nintendo 64, best game system ever.
I was gonna say that shirt is fucking dope as hell. I still play my Nintendo 64 that I had in high school, and I've been out of school this year. For those of you keeping track at home, I've been out for 25 years. I'm 43 years old, and still WWF No Mercy. But I play as the entire WCW roster that I've created since 2002 on there is what I do. But let's. I know a lot of you are out there thinking,
and I don't care.
See, I know it's okay. It's all right. It's my show, damn it. Anyway, but anyway, let's go over here.
Be blurry if I want to.
I'll fix that here. Here we'll just go off camera. I wasn't sure what logo would be up. Let's see. I'll introduce our final panelist this evening as my good friend. Hi, I'm Ben Shapiro, the Ben Shapiro Show. You should subscribe to DailyWire.com. You should also subscribe. Jesus Christ, I'm all thrown off tonight because I got my sister's big kosher fun bags in my mind. And next, we're going to bring in our panelist. He is from Words of Paradise. He's a great guy. He's really funny. And his name's Leon Idol. Here we go.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Not now.
Okay.
Oh, this is brilliant to be on here. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to be on. A huge fan of the show. Thank you so much for bringing me. That opening with Touches Kids Rock was awesome. Although getting into being with retarded women, it's to be fair, it's a whole lot better than people who want to abduct retarded kids. You got children out there that you got serial killers and people that abduct kids, but they only go after kids with Down syndrome or whatnot. And I don't know, it's weird to me because I don't go to Walmart and steal broken clocks. I don't want to steal defective products. So yeah, Draven needs some help is what I'm getting at, Thank you for having me on. We're going to get you demonetized. You said you haven't been demonetized yet. I promise you, we'll get you demonetized.
No, I just got remonetized.
Don't make fun of Disney like that.
This show has not gotten
Disney employees
demonetized.
trolling Walmarts now.
Yeah.
Also, Sega Dreamcast was the best system. Sorry, Ryan. Sega Dreamcast trumps the Nintendo 64.
Ooh, them's fighting words, sir.
Ooh, that's a bad pick right
You guys
there.
remember the Sega Saturn?
I
remember the Sega Saturn. Yeah.
I had that.
I heard Sega Dreamcast.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Makes it even better when my grandmother bought me my first Dreamcast because I imagine she probably had a pretty promiscuous life before I was around. So thank you. Thanks for bringing that to my mind.
I'll say the greatest thing about the Dreamcast, though, if you get one that was made before, I think it's August of 2000, you can actually burn a ROM CD and play Super Nintendo games on a Dreamcast without modding the system at all.
No shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, that just went up a couple points in my book.
Shit.
That's a pretty decent
All
feature.
right.
Definitely fucking awesome.
Oh.
There we go. That's better. I had the fucking camera fixed now. All right, we're better. I know. I got to talk to my assistant. Hang on.
You got the same camera, bro. Every single time I stand up, I'm so careful. I step as far back away from the desk as possible and inch my way over because I know it'll go blurry if I get.
It'll go blurry.
Close. Yep.
I'm really gonna test it because if you guys are subscribed to Jeff the Rookie Critic, he's getting ready to make one of his short films, and it's all green screen stuff. And I have kind of like one of the lead roles, I think, or one of the main characters in it. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun with this camera. I'm honestly, I have to record it Friday and have it into them. So I'm like the last person to have their shit in because this week has been so fucking hectic. I'm like, I might need to just buy a new camera this weekend.
Honestly, working with someone who's going the Disney method of going entirely green screen.
I have to here. We're really high tech here. We can go from our undisclosed location at the Holy Shit News Studio over to baby, if you ever wonder what happened to me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. I fucking love that show. But yeah, this is we'll do this. All right, so we do have some stories here other than me fucking rambling like a fucking drunken whore. No, I'm not Paris Hilton, but that is hot. Anyway, you know, I couldn't help myself. If Paris Hilton was like, I want you, I'd be like, you know what? She does. She's held together well. I was like, I remember seeing her in what was that shitty House of Wax with her and like Chad Michael Murray from
he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was on was that One Tree Hill. He was like, because I had the Gavin DeGraw, I don't want to be in it there. That was the fucking intro to that.
I like it better when in her best acting performance ever in One Night in Paris.
Right?
See, I couldn't do it, man. It's so like blurry and green.
She doesn't know how to fucking give brains though. Like she did not know how to work I was like, girl,
obviously it was not a well done porno, but still, I had no problem watching it.
That's like disappointing. You expect her to be able to
incredibly well. I saw her in a commercial last night while going through Roku, and my buddy was like, "Is that Paris Hilton?" I was like, I think it is, and she almost looks respectable. Not quite, but almost looks respectable.
Yeah, her sister wasn't bad looking. Was it Nikki? She wasn't bad looking either.
I remember watching that very first episode of that show that they did together. And like they stayed at some dude's house, and this young kid, like they're like hillbillies or some shit. And Nikki was asking Paris if they should fuck this kid. I'm like, I am so jealous of this fucking kid right now.
You're talking about The Simple Life.
The Simple Life, yeah.
Simple Life, yeah. Have you ever wanted to be the farmer on The Simple Life's kid?
Yep. I didn't even know she had a sister. That's gotta be like the Frank Stallone of some sort of fucking, hotel family.
Nikki Hilton said, you see Nick, hey, my sister Paris, I got punched for Mickey and the robot. Adrian Apollo and the kid's dead. I don't know.
What is that? Paris!
Oh, Paris! She's like, what the fuck did that Mongoloid just say? It sounded like Draven's prom date. I wish Draven needs to get here. He needs to hurry up and get here so he can defend himself. I feel bad picking on him. He's not here. But it's like, do I really feel bad?
Well, that's not the case here.
Oh, don't play her.
That's
why.
What? Because it's Grace. I'm gonna knock that Forrest Whitaker eye straight. She just doesn't know what she needs yet.
She is awful.
Her one eye just went into business for itself. It's just like it was just like I said. I'll do it. Hang on. This is gonna throw me off for a minute. But it's like, well. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was such a good movie.
God, how do you do that?
I don't know, but it hurts.
So painful. Oh my god.
I can actually do it too. You cross your eyes and then just let one go. Yeah, I can do that.
I just straight up. Yeah, it's just like I'm just gonna look in two different directions.
Yeah, she's something awful. She blocked me on Twitter because we had a disagreement about her Super Mario Brothers review.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people for that.
I've spent the better part of the last 3 years like cultivating that relationship, that one-sided relationship where I insult her and then eventually she'll get fed up and block me. And I think I called her a cunt finally, and she blocked me.
I didn't even say anything controversial.
I did.
Are you gonna recant your statement about the Mario movie? Like, because she doesn't understand Mario. I'm like,
no, her whole
these Asians like cats apparently or whatever.
Yes. Maybe they have a bear fetish.
I don't know, like furries or something.
No, and I kept this on here from it was something I did. I can't remember if it was a video or not, but this is one of her wits and wisdom talking about the interracial relationship or comparing interspecies relationships to interracial relationships in The Little Mermaid. Check this out.
After I was watching, like I'd say maybe 2/3 in, I was like, this is interesting because by keeping Eric white, you're kind of underscoring that a human and a mermaid's romance has similarities to an interracial romance. So I do think that tracks. I think that tracks. But
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think half
So
of her
full of shit. I would fuck an alien
YouTube
before I
funds
fuck a
goes
black
into
chick.
fucking eyeliner or whatever that fucking shit she has around her eyes.
Oh my god, it's like cake on her face.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, she's one of those.
I'm
But
a secret raccoon furry.
She looks like a ghoul. Like she's so washed out.
And
Anyway.
she's
The white chicks. She looks like one of the white chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
You're
Marlon
right.
Wayans. That's why her takes are so bad. It's actually Marlon Wayans.
It's funny because she's young. She's like younger than me. Like she's like in her, I would say, mid to late 30s. I'm just like, that's
I
a
think
rough.
she's around my age at like 37. Yeah, I think she's like
Yeah.
36.
Yeah.
Fucking child.
Wait, come on. Life has chewed her up and spit her out. What up, figure drawing?
She needs some
Cool
Botox.
story, bro.
Do you see Tina Bojan's comment?
Wait, right here. Mr. Bojan said Paris Hilton's porno was so boring he didn't finish the movie. We need to bring Tina back on. Tina hasn't been on in a while. She's one of the 4 horsewomen. She's fucking amazing and absolutely hilarious and based as fuck. So we love Tina.
Yeah, I had her on my show when one Dermy did like a guess those tits or something like that, and she played along.
You mean the one we got in trouble for?
The one we got in trouble for.
Wait, Grace might be smarter if she had Down syndrome. Draven has entered the chat.
Down syndrome girl.
It's instead of prom night dumpster baby. I want a Down syndrome baby. They're taking a stroll, and you just see him in the back there instead of like dancing. They're just going. I don't know. I'm sorry. God, I apologize. I probably shouldn't say that.
What?
I know. It's okay. All right, let's get in. The Lord's thinking of both my personalities,
You're
right?
both pieces of shit. Yeah, I can prove it mathematically. Actually, let me grab my whiteboard.
Do you know how many times I've been subject to that fucking talk? You're a piece of shit, and I can prove it. I'm like, look, can we just pull the last fucking whiteboard out? We didn't erase it. Self-deprecating humor, folks. That's my speciality. It's mostly true. But anyway, here we go.
She's worse than a Downs. At least they're happy, is what Tolman says. So, or Tolbit says. Maybe that's why she's so upset about the cat suit in Mario. She just hugged her own cat so tight it fucking died. Like,
how do I get the rabbits, George? Do I hug them and pet them and stroke them? There's Grace. Her eye is off. Just well. Oh God. Wait, I'll upload that GIF really quick. I have that one. We've got a war chest of Grace gifs. I know what you're all thinking.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So here we are. That's a good segue to this. Woman starts knocking inside a coffin during her wake. It gave us all a fright. Bella Montoya, 76, may have had a stroke and cardiorespiratory arrest. That's what one of my two worst fears are being trapped underwater and incredibly, like, I'm claustrophobic. So, underwater and then claustrophobia. And well, let's just throw heights in there too, because anything more than 10 feet off the ground, if I'm not in a plane, is fuck that. So this is fucking terrifying. Like,
yeah. Those movies where they show people being buried alive, that is like my worst nightmare. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it also goes to show how cheap her family is, because every wake that I've been through, they've always got really cushioned coffins. So for them to be so poor, they didn't even get a nice cushioned one. You can actually hear the knock.
Like, yeah, this is Ricky Joe at Bobby Earnhardt's great grandma, Mima. Wow, we just threw her in the pine box. Shit, we didn't even bother no padding. She's already dead. It ain't like she's gonna fucking feel it.
Dude, true story. I was going to this Japanese fall festival, and it was my friend. I just recently met her. She moved here from Michigan. It was supposed to be her first time going with me, and her mom died, so she had to go right back up to take care and tend to business. So while we were there, I bought a Japanese urn to give her as a gift when she got back.
Oh my god,
it was fucking amazing. She genuinely thought it was awesome. She's like, you're such a dick. I'm gonna use this.
See, fucking Michigan represent. That's where I'm at, man. I'm in the murder mitten. Yeah, we have 3 out of the
mitten.
3 out of the top 5 most dangerous cities in the entire country in Detroit, Flint, and Saginaw. Right the motherfuck here, baby. The only state that can be like, where are you from? Well, I'm from about. Well, we don't talk like that. It's like, we're pretty normal. But like then you got Wisconsin. They're like, oh yeah, we're right about here over at the cheese factory, right down the street from Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. Don't you know?
Oh well, you got all the murder, don't you know? Well, we got the over here in Wisconsin.
We do have.
Dude,
all
Wisconsin
the
is the most drinking place in the fucking world, though.
What else is there to do?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Drink and eat cheese.
No bullshit.
I mean, in Michigan, at least we can just like go out and kill people. I'm just kidding. YouTube again. I kid.
White people can't do that in Michigan. You got to be part of the gang for it to be okay.
I know. Everybody in Saginaw right now is thinking. Shit. I love you, Saginaw. It's funny too. I used to wrestle in Saginaw, and in the hood, like where you don't stop at the fucking gas stations. But I had the golden pass. Like a lot of our wrestling fans were gang members, and they liked me. I came out to Young Jeezy. I wore a lot of jewelry. They never robbed me. It was a fucking mutually beneficial relationship. I went to a couple parties. I did at one point. I did. From some of the boys in the locker room, they were like, "You're down. We like you." And then it was, the one looked at me, gave me the hug, and said, insert Denzel from Training Day right here to Ethan Hawke. And I looked at him. I was like, all right, B. I'm like, hang on. And there's like, 20, 30 guys in the locker room. About half of them are black, and I'm like, now, do I have the okay to reciprocate with the soft A, of course? And he's like, well, yeah, man, you're good. And I look around at everybody else like, who's got weapons? Who's got,
Who's packing?
Yeah, so I just pulled mine out real quick and set it on the table, like, and gave him a hug. But it was.
You really don't have a word like that for your people. That's not, at least not one that's like so fun to say. Like the only one I can think of rhymes with what Ben Franklin did with a key, and it's just not near as fun to say.
Yeah, there's no good racism for white people.
I like what is it? Mayo monkeys. I like that.
I like that one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Fun.
Yeah.
I had a black dude explain honky to me, and since being explained, I actually really do like it, because apparently, I don't know if he was making me BS with me or not, but he said the term honky comes from like when old slave masters would whip their slaves, they'd make a honking sound like ha when they would go to do it, and I like that explanation. Now I like honky.
Now I want to Google that. See if it's true.
Yeah.
So you couldn't climb to the top of your nose. God damn it, manliness. No, but you can't climb to the top of Mount fucking Wakuian's fucking giant beak. It's like it's funny because like I'm Russian Jew, Polish, Hungarian, and Ukrainian. So it's like I'm everything from like the Eastern Bloc over there. It's like, hello, comrades, it's me, Yuri Grabovich from Communist United News Transmission Service. But at least we in Soviet Russia have courtesy to bury bodies in ditch. We don't waste money on boxes like you foolish Americans with your fat asses and capitalism. Foolish dogs. I should have put my Yushanka on first.
Oh my
Start
God!
calling you Warsaw Pack.
You want to get a shitload of views on a gaming stream? Play Atomic Heart and do that voice the whole entire time. Be in Russian character the whole time. Oh my God, that'd be gold.
What game is that?
Atomic Heart. You didn't hear about that?
No.
The game that takes place in as if the Soviet Union still existed and actually dominated World War II. And it's kind of like the world superpower, kind of like the United States became, but like switched it. Yeah,
the game that Kotaku tried to cancel because it was anti-Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
Was that like a horny refrigerator?
Dude, you should pull it up on stream, and I'm telling you what, if we view it, you should stream that game and do it in your whole entire character. Like, that shit would be gold.
Oh, dude, I would. I'd do the whole fucking gimmick. I'd go get the red coat, the hammer and sickle. Hello, it's me, you stupid Americans. Today we're going to be discussing your stupid history and your pathetic military. Ha ha! Look at us. We march tanks down street. You try to hide them and give money to soldiers to wear high heels so they can learn sensitivity. Meanwhile, we're learning how to be killers.
You ain't
Yeah,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
I wish there was a punchline.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm like, there's no punchline to this joke. That's it. It's real.
Is our current woke military.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see the video on Twitter of the dead Ukrainian soldiers that the Russians overtook? They had like a Bradley and an and all that stuff just bombed in a convoy. Yeah, I'll have to try to find it and send it to you, dude.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Ukraine, you want some more weapons? Yeah. Boom. Shit. Can we give him some more? And then, meanwhile, you got. Hang on a second. He's here somewhere. Hang on. No, not me. I don't want to get in on this. I don't like it. I don't support Trump. Not at all. Here he is. Hey, man. Hey, where's Hunter, man? I got kids' hair to sniff, and Kareen's over here trying to get this. I've been sniffing her wigs, man. She left them out on those little heads. So I took them. I started talking to one of them, and I thought it was Michelle, but it didn't have a dick, man. Back to you, Etep.
Jesus,
Okay,
someone took Ashley Biden was doing something for her dad, some rally or something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone went and added a shower head above her.
Oh.
I think it's really unfair how we treated the Taliban. We just left them with a bunch of weapons. We didn't just like gift it to them like we did Ukraine. I think we should have Ukraine fight the Taliban. Whoever wins, we'll double team up with to take on Russia. And like we need to make sure our partner against Russia is capable. So we need to just death match Taliban versus Ukraine. Winner gets our support.
Weren't we secretly supporting the Taliban? Well, not so secretly. I don't know.
No. Now the Taliban is going to war with Iran, and it makes me start scratching my head. Like maybe that was the plan all the time.
Right.
Who the fuck knows at this point?
What does the Taliban have to do with a flock of seagulls? Sorry, I was really
read. So I like Flock of Seagulls, so I appreciate that joke. I just wish I had that hair. Seriously.
I did at one point, and I'm way younger than you guys, and even I did at one point. I'll show you a picture later. I'm not even joking.
When I let my kid's hair grow out really long, and because like normally he's got like the almost like Peaky Blinders style, because they do like the straight razor hard part with it, and he like combs it over, and the one side's like a high and tight. I let it grow really long, and I swooped it over. I was like, and I ran, and then I put it in like a little point on his forehead. I was like, now you're Jerry only. He's like, I don't want to look like this, Dad. I'm like, no, get it. And I was like, at least one of the teachers will understand. He didn't go like that to school. The only time he's ever got in trouble is wearing my Night of the Creeps hoodie to school, because in the center of it, and he's wore Jason Voorhees stuff to school, but in the center of it is, on the back, is Tom Atkins with the 12 gauge and the two teenage co-leads with flamethrowers. That, he goes to a private school, a private Catholic school. They were like, and like I said, I teach there, and they're still like, hey, can you not? I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. He forgot his coat, and he's like, I need a coat, Dad. I'm like, here you go, take this in the morning. I'm like, didn't really even think about it.
Yeah, they give him a coat. That's so lenient. When I was in high school, I got in-school suspension for wearing a shirt that had profanity on it that I didn't know had profanity. So I went to buy I got an Offspring shirt, and it just on the front said The Offspring. I was like, yeah, I love The Offspring. Let's do it. I didn't check out the back, and it had the lines from Bad Habit. It said, you stupid, goddamn, dumb shit, motherfucker. But I didn't know it. So it was my first time wearing it to school, like literally first period. They're like, all right, we need to send you to the office. In-school suspension because they didn't believe that I didn't know it was on the fucking shirt.
Does anyone remember there was a brand? I think it was in the early '90s. It was like something naked or something. Like it would have sexual innuendo. What's it?
Johnson.
No,
Big Johnson.
No, that's not it. Like it would have pictures of like baseball and balls, and like it would make sexual innuendos. But it was like something naked or something nude.
Yep.
I can't remember
it was co-ed naked. It was like co-ed naked.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That got banned. That was the only brand I can remember that actually got that banned.
That
Yep.
sounds like a slutty version of Big Dog. That's awesome.
Does anybody remember like East Bay catalogs back in the day with all like the sporting equipment, the jerseys and shit? That's where I used to order a lot of my NBA jerseys from, and they had those shirts, the co-ed naked firefighters, co-ed naked firefighting, find them hot, leave them wet, co-ed naked firefighting, nobody's got a bigger hose, shit like that. Yeah, you could not wear those in our high school. That was
I
used
in elementary school when people were wearing that.
that came out when we were in middle, because you're my age. Okay,
yeah.
so you're a couple years. So you're around my age. But we were like, that came out when I was in like middle school, and I'm a couple years older, so yeah, it would have been. But that and what the fuck was it? There was another. Oh, see, my dad's a retired Detroit cop, so I had a bunch of Detroit police shirts.
Really? So was my grandfather.
Yep. Yeah, my dad was an undercover narcotics cop, and he was the Ram Man on the narcotics squad. He used to go through, he was the first one through the fucking door. He did that coming right out of Vietnam of the Marine Corps.
Wait, my grandfather right out of Vietnam I wonder if they know each other. Because again, I'm about 14 years younger than you. I wonder if my grandfather and your dad know each other. Not even joking.
How old's your grandfather?
My grandfather is 71, I believe.
My dad's 75, so they very well could, honestly.
Holy shit, that would be insane.
Yes, Big Johnson. That's fucking awesome.
Man, one in you.
I remember those.
As Han Solo, Carrie A. Tissue as Princess Leia, Phil McCracken as C2-in-1, James Bones is the voice of Dark and Vinnieart.
I bet if I look up co-ed naked, it's gonna get porn.
Do you guys remember those old commercials about the boats, like you, your friend, and your Johnson? Like those were incredible. Like the boats were very obviously dick innuendos in the song, but you couldn't mention them in polite company.
Dude, I don't remember those.
Oh, dude, they're great. Yeah, you can find them on YouTube. It was a commercial for boats that were the Johnson brand, and it would always end with you, your friend, and your Johnson, or you, your wife, and your Johnson. Your wife will love you out of the house as long as you're spending time with your Johnson. It was great.
The other shirt I remember everyone had was the one with the fan and the vacuum, and the fan going "you suck" and the vacuum goes "blow me."
Yep, I do. I remember that one. See, I was talking about the Detroit police shirts we'd get from this distributor down there in Detroit, and my dad and I would go in there. I had one that says Detroit Police Law of the Jungle, and it's got the fucking skyline of Detroit in it. We got Detroit, a city without malice. If y'all remember Malice Green, it had Malice Green's picture on it. I had a Glock t-shirt, which Glock's still my favorite fucking pistol, and I'm excited because I get to go buy a new one here soon.
Good night.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the Model 22, the 40. That's what I grew up shooting. I like that big beefy one. That's got that. I like that. But I had it said Glock. It had an English and a German translation. It said English was a Glock, a semi-automatic pistol used by law enforcement. German, it said Boomer for lighting up the assholesins. And I wore that to school at least once a week my entire senior year, and none of my teachers ever fucking said anything. If anybody did that now, they would be fucking expelled. I mean,
also it seems like a threat, like school shooting or whatnot. Like,
yep. Yeah.
I had a Resident Evil shirt that had guns on it, and I was told I couldn't even wear that shirt because it had Berettas on it. I'm like, it's a fucking video game. It said like a Raccoon Police Department exterminating zombies since 1996, and had 2 Berettas. And I was like, how the fuck is that a threat?
Right.
I went to high school in a small town where people would have hunting rifles in a gun rack inside their trucks. So
same.
I couldn't wear a fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I had 2 WWF shirts from The Rock. I had the one that said "Get ready," and on the back, "Your candy ass is next." And then the other one is we bring the whooping, you bring the ass. And I wore it to school all the time and didn't get nothing.
Yep, dude,
that was
my
high school.
My younger sister wore one of my Stone Cold shirts. I still have it. It says it's got the skull on it, and it says "professional ass kicker" on the front, and on the back it says it's time to whoop ass.
Yeah.
She wore that to school, and it's funny. This is my commie sister I'm talking about now. This is before she was a commie. She wore this to school, and the teacher, one of her teachers told her, "You can't wear that. You have to change it." And she turned around, walked away, and my sister turns around and just flips her a double bird. And then another her teacher fucking caught her doing it behind her. It was so fucking funny. She got fucking detention for it. Oh my God. I remember we were high. She was telling me that story. She was like probably 16 and I would have been like just graduated, like 18 or 19. Yeah, that shit was funny. I fucking laughed so hard.
She probably looks back on it if she remembers it and blames blames capitalism for the way she was acting back then. Like
now she's like, "Oh, comrade, I wouldn't have been wearing that capitalist dog shirt if stupid Republican brother didn't give it to me, force me to wear it while I did manual labor and dig ditches with a gun to my head, allegedly in Minecraft."
Yeah, the humor, like I still watch WWE, but the humor used to be so much better. Like, you remember when Sergeant Slaughter was like went full on Iraq for because of the storm, like
the Iron Sheik, he did the heel turn.
Like now.
Yeah, I can't really.
He like
watch
swore his allegiance to Saddam Hussein on national television.
Oh, wait. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. He's entered the chat. St. Floyd of Fentanyl. Hey, snow roaches, enjoying your breathing privilege, baby. Wait, hang on. Where is it at? Here he is. Oh, praise be thy name, St. Floyd of Fentanyl. May your Fentos serve you well, and your breathe right neck strips never fail.
Oh my
See,
God.
I have trouble believing that he was on fentanyl. Like my whole thought.
Oh, he
process,
was.
No, I think it's a conspiracy. I think that he always had trouble breathing, and all the like tissue made up his lips, so he just had really small lungs.
Well, that's a new theory I haven't heard.
Yeah, that's not what I've heard.
By the way, I saw another one of those co-ed shirts that said established 1986. They've been around for a hot minute.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Dude,
so maybe
there
popular
was some
in the 90s, though, for young kids.
Yep. There was some fun shit. There was some fun shit back then. What up, Scrambles the Death Dealer? He said, yeah, praise be St. Floyd, the patron saint of pistol whipping. Pregnant women, that is.
Well, did you guys see that that U.S. Marine Daniel Penny got indicted in New York?
Wait.
Oh,
I
thought they were coming out with a decision on that.
He just
Goodbye, came into Bell. Thanks for dropping by.
So
sorry, it just occurred to me. Sorry, this isn't my. I usually tell people buy on my show. Sorry,
it's all good. It's all good. See you, Keemon.
Yeah, he got indicted for basically manslaughter against the Michael Jackson impersonator.
Well, yeah. I knew he was going to court for it, but I thought that they were actually.
Fuck off.
Never mind. I don't know why I would have thought that he'd already done. Never mind. I'm shutting up.
Yeah, no, it came out just today that he got indicted.
That's
bullshit. He's going to fucking trial.
Well, hopefully
it goes. Apparently, last week the dude that played Hyde in '70s Show was found guilty of 2 of the 3 rape accusations. Like I didn't hear that until today. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait. Oh, really?
Yeah. Danny Masterson got found guilty on the grape charges.
I knew he got fired, and I just assumed. Yeah. I mean, with all the fucking Me Too shit out there, it's so easy to assume so much of his bullshit. But he actually got found guilty, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, because the first.
Save him.
Oh. No, the first trial was it? I don't know if it got dismissed or what happened.
That was the last I heard, so I thought that was all of them. Because the first one got like thrown out or dismissed. Something happened to where it was thrown out effectively. So I thought that was over and done with. But nope, as of May 31st, he was officially found guilty.
Wow.
Yeah. What up, Devil Made Me? I'll be over on his show on Sunday. Sunday, I'll be over there. Sunday. Yes, I'll be over there Sunday. We're talking Hara.
I can't remember Devil Made Me Do its channel now.
Beelzebub.
Instead of Beelzebub. Porn, Beelzebub. Check it out. It's gonna be a fun show.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm excited. Good. Any chance I can talk about Hara. I was in the pharmacy today picking up Trey's inhaler. And I had my hair. I'm gonna embiggen for a second. I got my fucking Jason hoodie on, and I know like 2 out of the 3 pharmacists. There's like the younger chick. She was like, and I don't know her. She was like, "That's a badass hoodie." Like I was like, "That's kind of but all right, cool, thank you. And I'm like, well, you like Friday the 13th? She's like, yeah. I'm like, hang on. I'm like, I'm not weird. I'm like, I'm not taking my shirt off. I got a tank top underneath here. But I showed her I showed her the fuck because I got Jason's hockey mask tattooed on my shoulder with the blood in the podcast mic. And I'm like, no, because she's like, oh, that's bad. I was like, yeah, I'm getting. And then I got her subscribed to the channel. She's like, my boyfriend really likes that stuff too. He's into podcasts. I'm like, oh, good. Here's my channel. Tell him to subscribe. I was like, and if you can't find it, just search Pixar Moms with Dump Truck Asses. I get the 3rd ranked video on YouTube. And
that
that's no shit.
I several times.
That is my magnum opus right there. Is Pixar Moms with absolute dump truck asses, and I'm fine with that. I can rest easy knowing I'll never have anything bigger than that, and I'm fine with it.
Neither of those moms.
Nope, not them asses. They can't do that now. Mom can't have an ass like that now. They got it done.
Unless of course Disney makes one with 2 moms. So as long as you got 2 moms, one of them can look like that.
Don't give
or
them
a dad
ideas.
can look like that. Even more confusingly.
Ideas.
My 2 moms. My 2 moms. I don't know, kids. I don't know.
My black son.
Was that an old Bill Hicks joke? Because Bill Hicks did this whole bit about My 2 Dads when that book came out. He's like, no, I want to see the children's book My 2 Mommies. Like, the dude was amazing. Not enough people remember Bill Hicks nowadays. You gotta clue people in.
Yeah, it's Alex Jones.
Yeah, that's just a section.
Oh my wait. Yeah, that's the joke, right? That Alex Jones was Bill Hicks.
Someone's mentioned that before, and I don't get it. I won't lie. That reference goes over my head about Alex Jones being Bill Hicks.
Well, they look so much alike. If you put us side by side, and someone else can correct me if it's not Bill Hicks. I know there is a comedian out there, and there's something about the timeline of where their careers lined up and all that. So it is like there's a reason. It's a bit of a flat earther conspiracy.
So it's kind of like what's his name, Ted Cruz, the Zodiac killer, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's it's that kind of conspiracy, or this guy finding his father.
My father! I found my father! Oh my god!
Hey, guess
right.
I love that movie. We're gonna do a watch party for Miami Connection. I'm waiting for Nick, my boy Nick, to send it to me. Nick Utam, I'm calling you out. No, he's gonna send me because I own it. I bought it at Horror Hound in Cincinnati, and but I don't have a disc drive, so I can't rip it. So I need I'm gonna get a copy of that. But I got somebody waiting backstage here, and what better way to introduce him than this? Draven. Sometimes I think you're dumber than Adam Schiff at a judiciary hearing on Senate oversight when it comes to budgetary constraints on the military-industrial complex's involvement in Israel. Oh man, I hurt my brain with that one.
God damn it. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry I'm late. We were reviewing The Thing 2011
Nice.
and The Thing
Whose thing?
The movies.
That's what Draven calls his Down syndrome girl at the thing.
God damn it. No, that's the from Swamp Thing. Wrong thing.
Jesus.
Why you have to make me feel like that, Big David?
What?
Well, we're waiting.
This thing.
Godzillionaire in the chat says
There it is.
Ted Cruz was in Striper. Godzillionaire, are you joking?
This movie.
Oh.
Oh no, my hands are gone.
That looks wait, where's he at? Hang on, let me get him. Let me get Gashman. That looks not Joe Biden. Hey man, that was a scary Here he is. It's Ron Gashman. Don't say Gash, DeSantis. I'm in the Matrix. You can't stop me, DeSantis.
That guy's lost his fucking mind. Ron Perlman, Jesus.
I like I said, I came in the living room the other night and the wife's watching. She already watched the whole series. I watched a little bit of it, Sons of Anarchy, and the kid's in the other room and he hears the theme song. He automatically does. He's like riding through this world all alone, starts singing it. Like, so when we're in the truck and we're driving, whenever we see a motorcycle, he fucking says that shit. He'd be in the back, just sitting there, just in the middle of a sentence. He'll just stop. There's a motorcycle riding through this world. I'm like, are you autistic, man? What are you doing?
As my daughter, she says, "I got a touch of the tism."
It's just a skosh.
He's not even 8. He's like, what? I'm like, nothing, buddy. I'm just fucking with you. You're good. You're good. Now he'll be coming down the stairs here in about 20 minutes and beat the shit out of me. Be like, He'll just walk in and be like, I heard you were talking shit. I heard through the vents, you old son of a bitch. He's gonna take over the channel soon. I'm just gonna be a producer here. I'll just be.
All right, everybody. Welcome to That's Talking.
I'm out.
Fuck it. I mean, all right. So Disney.
He's going through the whole process right now where he's got to re-enter the fucking link and then click himself back in again.
We're good. We're good.
That's why I stopped doing that joke.
Hell.
Is anyone going to play Ma'am solo?
Oh, Jesus.
Ma'am solo?
Oh, you're talking
Draven is. Draven.
No, I'm not playing that shit. Why
Draven already pre-ordered the costume. He's in a cosplay.
I'm gonna play it after the fact, probably when it goes on sale or like you can buy like a pre-owned. I'm not gonna give Disney fucking money.
I got Survivor. I didn't mind Survivor. Jedi Survivor. It's like we had Cal. Like, why do we need? Like, I know that they gave the rights or whatever to Ubisoft now, and it's like Respawn was doing fine, like with what they were doing.
You just need the woman version. That's it. Oh, did you?
Representation matters, you fucking bigot.
Did you see that that we're all like racist now because we don't want a game with a woman of color? I didn't know she was a woman of color.
Wait, who the main character in this game?
Yeah, K Vex or whatever the fuck her name is. Vess.
Now, the shit I was reading today, because I was reading through a couple comment threads on it on like Facebook, were mostly people going like, oh, look, all the predictable, here it is, all the misogynists complaining about a woman being the lead. And it's like, well, no, nobody's got a problem with a female lead, okay? Let's say it's you people coming out and saying shit, oh, look, here they are. It's like, no, what the fuck? Why does every lead now have to be a female, though? Like, in most of the Star Wars shit, like, look at all their movies.
Not even that. Look at the showcase for Sony. Was it earlier this
I didn't
year
watch it.
The end of last year? Every game had a female lead. It's like they're literally doing this on purpose, and you can tell they're doing it on purpose.
They absolutely are. And then they get mad when you call them out.
As the female.
Yeah.
I'll be 100% honest. I was just bummed because it looked like a fucking Clone Wars Season 1 level of graphics. We're in 2023. That show came out in like 2008. Can you not do better? Like, I didn't even pay attention to the fact there was a female lead. It just looks fucking ugly.
The storytelling looks shit, like, because in the fucking preview of the gameplay, okay, so she pulls her blaster on an Imperial officer. She backs out of the back room, with the deal or whatever the fuck it was. She goes into the front of the cantina. Her face is plastered all over the place, and nobody in the cantina or the city square pulls their blaster on her.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally walking through the cantina with her face plastered on every monitor. Nothing. And she just flies away. What the fuck is that?
And they're touting that you can fly from on planet to like into space and go and do dogfights and shit. And that dogfight they showed
looks terrible.
Like shit.
Like dog shit?
Yeah. I've seen better dogfights in like TIE Fighter back in the day.
Terrible. Look,
do you guys remember Blackout Star Wars, like hashtag Blackout Star Wars Eclipse? A couple years ago, a Star Wars game got announced by the people that made Detroit Become Human, and people trying to boycott it because apparently that the guy that owns that company was caught on tape saying we don't make games for bundles of sticks. So,
ooh, yeah, it's it's what probably it was unconfirmed too. It was just like a random employee said. I love that the whole sources said, or an anonymous employee said. Okay, like what the fuck, man? I'm so tired.
Where's your evidence? Is there any proof?
So uncool. Remember when Anonymous used to like hack presidential elections and shit? Anonymous sounded cool back then. Now the word anonymous just means like pansy.
Anonymous is the most reported source ever since Trump became president.
Yeah. An anonymous source told us, and it's like. I know a YouTuber who gets a lot of anonymous tips about movies that seems to be bullshit.
Wait a second. Are you
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You couldn't be talking about me, could you? It is I, the future ruler of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, with my fluffy kitty, Mr. Beans, and Big Meech. Yes, he's named after a crack dealer. But regardless of all that, ladies and gentlemen, I receive tips from inside Lucasfilm and Disney. They're not from Mike Zero either, and nor are we the same person. Nor am I Dave Filoni. Only a bitch-made fool would wear a Walmart cowboy hat like that.
No, you're Pablo Hidalgo now, apparently.
God damn it, I am not Pablo Hidalgo. He doesn't even have a nutsack.
Oh, man.
He's not the real source. Holland's cock is the real source.
I'll show you which cock is the source. Hi, it's Applecock, you bastard Samoite facts. Come here. I'm gonna go down here, down under where all the abos are going full Rama huffing a petrol fella. Huh? You don't do that to old Dave.
Somebody in the chat said dim cork.
What about
pretty good?
Wait, dim down step. No, because that means no.
Bye-bye.
No down stepper. Next time we're at a convention, Draven will be like, "Hey, Etep, put this wig on." I'd be like, "No, Draven. I'm not doing the eyes, Draven."
Another great character you could do. You get that dude from The Mummy, but give him one of those Homo 2006 punk bands. Would be Emotep.
So somebody legit thought I was Egyptian though. Like I had a troll for like almost 4 years. Like almost the entire time I was on YouTube, who swore because my name is Etep thought I was Egyptian. And then he's like, "You're not white. Stop lying." I'm like, "Why would I lie about not being what? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not Egyptian."
No, you're a Jew. Your people were enslaved by the Egyptians.
All right, that made them build the pyramids.
There's
the aliens and whatnot.
Crawling in my skin.
Crawling in my skin. There you go, Draven. Where's Darby Allin?
Is Emotep gonna tag with Darby Allin?
Well, that tracked for the new Cleopatra show.
We was Cleopatra's and shit.
Yeah, that crap.
Yeah, there it is. Dim cork. What's wait? I wonder if Spacey likes teenage boys with downs. Oh, that's it. Kevin Spacey's in the chat.
Well, they'd be easy to catch.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody needs to re-edit that scene from Obi-Wan with the guys chasing Leia in the woods and put Spacey's head on there.
Oh.
Could you get more on the fucking nose, Disney?
Jesus Christ. They have like grown men chasing a child. It's like, "Oh, Disney, you shouldn't be doing this right now. This is not a good look."
They had Obi-Wan Kenobi say, "Well, you won't always be 10 years old." Are you shitting me?
Wow. Oh, that's so creepy.
Who wrote this crap?
That was so creepy.
Who wrote that? It was Jared from Subway that wrote that.
From jail.
He wrote it from prison. Oh God, wait, what is this? Doomcock beats off to Kamran Pasha.
Oh, poor Kamran's falling off a little bit there.
I haven't listened. I used to listen to him. I did because I still listen to Midnight's Edge here and there. Yeah. I always like Midnight's Edge.
We have bad take Tina Bojan, but we have bad take Pasha, in my opinion.
Oh, well, see, I haven't. What was his recent? Faux pas?
Pretty much any movie that like Marvel puts out, he seems to be praising lately.
Oh,
Okay.
does he? Is that on a Substack?
I'm not sure, but I noticed because I follow him on Facebook. He was praising the Miss Marvel show and all kinds of
really?
shit. Yeah.
I'm actually really envious. It must be incredibly blissful to be stuck in 2009.
He even thought Black Widow was good and all kinds of shit. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. So
he
had terrible takes, and I just stopped listening to him altogether.
Wait, this Black Widow.
I have to finish it myself.
What are you going to do?
That's
so dumb.
Sever the nerve. I'll sever the nerve. Come here, bitch. Like, I'm gonna go Jonathan Majors on you. Oh, too soon. That's another man. We got Jonathan Majors and Tena Huerta Nemor. The boy without
basically
love.
The people that praise a lot of this Marvel shit are normies and don't know shit about the comics, so they just praise it because they base it off it's like you know nothing of the source material, so your point is kind of invalid.
It's amazing how far they've fallen, because they used to at least try really cinematically to be as accurate as they could. Like, that was one of the great, I loved Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, and then I loved the X-Men movies, even the third one. And then as comic movies kept going, they
that's a bad
strayed
take.
further and further. I was like, man, these are getting lame. Then Iron Man came out. I was like, holy shit, they're being accurate to the comics. And they had a solid run where they were comic accurate. Now they don't give a fuck again because propaganda.
Captain Marvel was like the first movie where they basically just said screw any of the source material and they were going to do our own thing.
That's when they decide that they're just going to jump the woke shark. That's what
they
everything
gender
went to
swapped Marvel and everything
See?
and shit on his legacy and all that.
I'll give Doctor Strange some credit, though. That was the first movie I can think of where they race swapped someone from a minority to a white character. So, you know.
What Tilda Swinton, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still pissed they didn't put, what was his name? Dude in Shang-Chi had the name there, like we can't use.
Oh,
No. The character.
The dragon. Wasn't
Fang.
Dragon?
Was it
Fang
Fang?
Foom.
Fang Foom. Yeah. I'm like, man, you cowards, What representation have you now? You wouldn't even call the dragon by his real name.
God.
That movie, I fell asleep in the fucking theater when I went to see that.
Oh my God. That movie, so Shang-Chi was probably about the time I started sailing the high seas because I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. I envy you guys. You made it that far. I got to episode 3 of Captain and the Winter and whatever the Falcon thing was.
Black Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'm done. Getting the fuck out of this shit. I'm done.
You need to be better,
I
Senator.
really enjoyed it when I first saw it, but I think I was just really, because I love kung fu movies like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. I love all those old kung fu movies, and for the first 2/3, I was like, yes, I'm really enjoying it. And in the end, it was nothing but CGI. And then I rewatched it sober and didn't like it at all. So I was like, oh right, I had a couple of glasses before I even started the movie. That probably really impacted my initial viewing. Because I was singing that movie's praises the first time. I was like, Marvel's not dead. It's not. No, Marvel's dead. I'm just retarded. So,
I had the same experience with the Eternals. I was drunk as fuck. I'm like, why does everybody hate this movie so much? And then I sobered up the next morning with a hangover. Like, oh yeah, that was terrible.
Oh no, it's the only way I made it through those 2 movies is because I was drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like fucking fat chick.
And literally, the ending of Shang-Chi pissed me off so much. Because like the whole soul sucker fucking thing was killing the dragon, and he's like, instead of saving the dragon, he's like, I'll never let you go to his sister. I'm like, shut up. Nobody cares.
Yep. Yeah, and his sister was beating. He's like the master of kung fu, and his sister's beating his ass, like kicking him in the dick and shit.
I didn't like that the rings were fucking bracelets. Like, that's not a ring. That's fucking a bracelet. Like,
that's just like Kamala Khan's fucking her gimmick she had. Godzillionaire says, Shang-Chi's dad was Fu Manchu in the comics, and they changed his fucking name because they wouldn't use Fu Manchu. Well, that's racist. We can't do that.
It's the name of a fucking facial hairstyle.
Yep, it is. That's a facial hairstyle. Look at me. I'm the chosen one.
That's pretty funny. I haven't seen that one.
Good.
No, that's good. I have not seen this yet.
I made this out of Star Wars. Like, even this fucking 7-year-old or 11-year-old, how old she is, you listen to her in interviews, she fucking like roasts Lucasfilm. It is awesome. She's done it multiple times. She's talked about how the trench coat scene was stupid. She's talked about how if they brought her character back for Obi-Wan season 2, it wouldn't make any sense. She's talked about how it doesn't make sense even in the show. That little girl is based as fuck.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
she's bashed it pretty hard.
All right, I
That's
don't hate
fucking-
her anymore.
No, that's
Right?
That's,
Fucking 10 years old and she's bashing it. Yeah.
She's
Well,
based.
She's like, what, 12 now, probably? Oh, God.
I forgot I made this one too.
you were the chosen one, Bananakin.
My brother.
Draven, did you ever see that Tony made a Bananakin meme? It was fucking hilarious.
No, I didn't.
I wish I still had that. Yeah, he made a. He's like Bananakin doesn't exist, and here's a fucking banana with Anakin's face on it. Is Bananakin? I'm like, God damn it!
It should have been
Yeah.
Brian in the maraca shoot for peanut butter jelly time, but Anakin's face on it instead.
The Eternals. I made my wife. I was like, hey, I have to go see this because we're gonna review it. I'm like, you're coming with me. She's like, I saw the trailer. I don't want to go watch that. And I'm like, no, you're coming with me. So we had a couple. We sent the kid to Grandma's for the night. We went out, had a couple drinks, we went to watch it, and we're reviewing it after. And I can't remember who was coined the phrase, but we deemed Angelina Jolie's weapons. Those are magical cum weapons. Like she forms out. Those are magical cum weapons.
I didn't see the Eternals, so I don't get it.
It was so fun. You have Fatso is the gay one, or Fastos. I just call it's Fatso. And then you have Melted Candle Ezra Miller, aka Barry Keoghan, as the one who wants everybody to be, he can control everybody's mind. He wants to turn everybody. He runs a cult basically. He's a communist. He's a socialist. This fucker
Disney's
is
favorite character. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have Makari, which was the deaf chick from Walking Dead. I should know her name.
I didn't realize that.
But I actually like her. But in this, it made no sense with her being one of the Eternals, and she's deaf because they're supposed to be perfect. Why the fuck would you create one that's deaf? That doesn't make sense.
Because you need representation of deaf people. Same reason you have to have all the goofy hand signers at every single fucking political event in the fucking world.
And the only one,
I'm irritated.
Yeah,
every time I see this
We're probably better
doing
off
this
not
shit.
knowing what these politicians are saying. I think they're actually actively hurting the deaf community by having their hand signers there.
It's funny because the Eternals are actually pretty diverse, and they
Yeah.
decided to change them.
Yeah.
the only one that was any good was Richard Madden's character, and that motherfucker flew right into the sun. He's just like, nope, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out, and just flew right into the
He's a
sun.
tough white guy, so he had to die.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you had
Isn't the dude that that really shitty stand-up comedian? He was one of the Eternals. Like, isn't he a movie star in that movie? Like, how do they not notice he doesn't age? What's his fucking name? He was also in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, the Bollywood guy. Yeah, no, he played.
Kumail Nanjiani.
He played different generations of his family, so it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do at least.
He looks
explain
exactly like
it.
his father, grandfather, great grandfather. Yeah.
It's funny too
because nobody's gonna catch on to that.
Kumail, okay, this is the funniest thing because Disney's all about we got to have proper representation. That's why we'd have this person cast as this person because they're proper representation for that, where this, what, blah, blah, blah. Kumail Nanjiani is Pakistani.
Mm-hmm.
They had him playing a Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they did a Bollywood number.
Yeah.
But Disney's like, Pakistanis, Indians, fuck it. They're all,
y'all.
Wait a minute.
No,
Wait a
talking
minute.
about Native Americans, not in.
No, Indian. Like Indian, not Native American. Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
and
like
that was
trained on him.
Yep.
like that was fucked up. Like, man, like they just Disney, like, we care. No, we don't. We don't give a fuck.
In Kumail Nanjiani's defense, did you hear what he recently said? He came out wondering, hey, why can't us people of color play bad guys? You're reserving all those roles for white people, and that that limits our opportunities. It's racist to not let us play villains.
See,
dude, the left will eat their own, man. The left will eat their own. They'll fucking keep on protesting, and they'll keep on protesting their own really got to sit back and let it happen.
I mean, when you go so far left, you end up on the right, like.
Yeah. You just circle around.
Right, yeah.
The Overton window just keeps moving. It just keeps moving around. It wasn't Overton.
They turned the Overton window into a Mobius loop.
It should be Morbin time then.
Morbius is better
God,
than most
listener,
of what.
no.
God,
Listen,
That movie was
listen.
decent compared
Fucking
to what-
Morbius was better. Morbius was better than any fucking Marvel movie I've seen since
Matt
Endgame.
Smith made that movie.
He did.
That
I
dance
did that
scene
video.
was
I did that video. I had him fucking
Yeah.
dancing in that.
That shit was
that
great.
fucking. Oh, dude, that shit was funny as fuck, man.
Yep.
No, I actually enjoyed, like, because I knew Morbius wasn't going to be great, so I went in with zero expectations, and I was pleasantly surprised because it was like a movie that should have been made in about it looked like it was made about 1999 to 2002, in that range, and I was like, all right, like, you're not going for this aesthetic, but I can see it, I appreciate it, and this is
Daredevil.
And let's have an end credit scene that makes no sense whatsoever because they're two different universes.
Was that the Michael Keaton part?
Yeah, the Michael Keaton thing. At the end.
Yeah.
No, my buddy went and saw it, and so he gets back, and I'm like, so how was it? He's like, not as bad as everyone says. I'm like, really? I should see it. He's like, oh no, it's still bad. It's just not as bad as everyone says.
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers now. I already had the. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know if it was said. I just got back, but I already had a big part spoiled because somebody took a fucking screenshot of something and put it on fucking Twitter. I saw it on my timeline.
That's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, dude. My bad.
Spoiler or what?
No,
I don't want to say it because in case it might spoil it for something else. But it's a surprise at the end, I guess.
Oh, for Morbius?
For the Flash.
Oh, I don't even give a shit about the Flash.
Oh yeah, I don't care about the Flash.
I was pissed off that I saw that picture, so I don't want to ruin for anybody else.
I'll just watch the Batman chat.
Bad take, Bojan. Expect to see an alleged groomer on the screen, so I don't know why you're gonna go see it, but to each their own.
Dude, that fucking cabin, that grooming cabin he had was only like in southern Vermont. That was only like a half hour away from my fucking grandparents' house.
I was about to say,
God damn it.
I think he still has it.
That's great.
Even better was what we were talking about before we went live.
When he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy King Tut.
Bird with the
Honky. He's my favorite honky.
Favorite honky. Can't say that.
I listened to was it Chris Gore talk about the Flash, and because I have no intention, I'm not going to fucking see it, not at all, not even a little bit.
I want to see Keaton. I want to see it.
I
have low expectations, but
I seen.
I'm gonna say something to get me kicked off the show. Why is everyone so excited to see Keaton? Like, he's not even the best Batman. He's good, but he's not even the best Batman. We're romanticizing nostalgia here.
Hey! You're talking to guys who grew up in the '80s.
Yeah, how dare you?
Keaton was my first Batman as well, and don't get me wrong, they're very.
I'd have been kicked off the panel already if I'd have said something like this. Come on.
Keaton was
Here,
my Batman, all right.
Justin, there we go. There we go. There it is.
If this is my channel, I would have had Tropic Thunder. I will fuck you up.
Hang on a second.
Fight
Wait,
me,
hang
motherfucker.
on. Let me just.
I will just watch Keaton's clips on YouTube or whatever, and I'll have to give him my money.
I've already seen the spoilers, and I still don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen the spoilers. I'm still gonna watch it though. I mean whatever.
I'm not.
It's not gonna
I
cost
can't.
me any money.
Let's put it this way: I've not seen a DC movie, animated, live action, or otherwise, since The Dark Knight.
The
last
last one
one
I
I
saw was Black Adam. I didn't watch.
I went to see Shazam. I did.
Shazam too. I didn't see that.
Black Adam, and I got to give a shout out to a channel member, Sean Etep, for sending me the Hawkman plane from Black Adam, which me and the kid are going to shoot a video, and we're going to open this up as soon as I stop hitting my microphone with stuff. Real fucking professional here. Real professional. I know, right? I know.
He's a monster.
But no, Black Adam was all right. It was good. It was fun. It was a fun movie. That was it.
I'll give Black Adam credit. Like, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is a fantastic casting. Too bad they fucked it up.
Yeah, they ruined that. God, I didn't care about Atom Smasher and what was the chick's name, like Cyclone or what? I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah, I didn't really care about them.
Superhero?
Yeah, I didn't care. I was like, okay, I like Hawkman because I really think Aldous Hodge should be cast. If Disney had half a fucking brain and I actually gave a shit about Black Panther anymore, because Black Panther was better in Civil War than he was in his own fucking movie. Had a better arc. But they should have recast T'Challa as with Aldous Hodge playing him. He has the look. He's got the physique. I think he has the acting chops. I like him. I liked him as Hawkman. I didn't think I would. I was kind of critical of the race swap at first, and then I saw it and I was like, you know what? I like this. I can buy this guy as this. But
if they were to do
Legends
Legends
of
of Tomorrow,
Panther,
where it's a descendant of that person, I would be all right with it with the race swap.
yeah, well, it's not going to matter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's
So.
Aldous, he ain't going to work here anymore.
My aunt, who doesn't give a shit about culture war stuff, who's never been a comic book fan, she loves going to the movies. That's always been her thing. She went and saw Black Panther 2, and even after that, she tells me, she's like, I didn't really like it. It just wasn't realistic to see this little skinny girl throwing these guys around. I was like, holy shit. Even someone who doesn't know a damn thing about comics or the culture war is having this complaint. Like, and again, my aunt, clearly a female, so she wasn't all up about the representation either. She thought it was dumb. She couldn't buy it. It was the first time she'd ever seen a Marvel movie, and she didn't like it.
I think the ones who are out there who are still defending this crap are the ones who are listening to the people who are saying that we're wrong and racist for not liking it because it has a black character or whatever the fuck. And so therefore they defend it and assume it must be good only because we don't like it and we don't like it because it's racist. Because I had a conversation, I think I might have told a story on here even, that I had a conversation with somebody, I know the guy's a lefty, not extreme lefty, but he's a nerd, and he really enjoyed the Obi-Wan series. And so I just gave him all these reasons, the terrible, stupid shit that happened in the show, and he had to keep on admitting, like, oh yeah, that was pretty dumb. Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh yeah, that was pretty dumb. And by the end, he's finally scratching, because I didn't bring up one single thing about anyone being black or anything else, and he ended up scratching his head and like, oh, you might be right.
And
that's because a lot of these
garbage.
That's because a lot of these lefties, they watch this stuff at surface value. They don't look into anything. They just watch it. If there's big explosions or bangs or flashy shit going on, they're just like, ooh. They're just like, whatever. They don't even look at the substance behind any of this shit. They just watch it for face value.
Like I think it's also the narrative about the way they turn it on us, that the only reason we don't like it is because we must be racist, sexist, misogynist, or whatever else. And then therefore they build a narrative in their head that makes them think it must actually be good. That's my point.
Well, I want to give Disney, believe it or not, I almost never do this, but I want to give them a little bit of props. Kenobi did have one character that I really liked, and it was that fucking female character who was like the spy on the inside of the Empire. Like, I actually thought she was awesome. She was not, in my opinion, some try-hard Mary Sue strong female character. Like, if they'd have cut Reva out of the show, just made about, Darth Vader, it still wouldn't have been good, but it would have been better, and just had her be the token strong female, but not talk about her being a strong female, it would have been at least a notch or two higher. It would have been a 4 out of 10 instead of a 2 out of 10, but I genuinely liked that strong female character.
Yeah.
They also had the balls to kill her, which Disney almost never kills the female characters, so Yeah.
They didn't have the balls to kill her. Like,
they did have
licking the limbs.
They did.
They did kill her to make her the hero who sacrificed
the other one, the one who was a spy, the white chick who, like, she really was a rebel, but she was on the inside from the Empire. Her.
Wait, is that the chick that's all like jacked and the lefties were all like, it's a lesbian Gina Carano? Is that the one?
No,
is that the one you're talking about?
No.
Yeah, I don't think she was jacked.
Which show was that? Was that wasn't Obi-Wan? It was what the fuck?
She's the chick from Game of Thrones, right? She played.
No.
Yes,
who is it?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, she was Pedro Pascal's girlfriend in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
okay. Got fucking skull crushed.
I'm thinking of the chick from she was in Mando. She was in Mando season 3. That's the lesbian one everybody's freaking out about.
No. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't watch. I watched like a couple episodes of Obi-Wan and dipped. Like I watched like maybe 2 or 3 and I was out. I'm like, I'm done.
If you want to know what I'm talking about, I just sent it in the private chat. If you want to pull it up,
I do.
I think that she was a genuinely well-written, cool, strong female character who did not overstay her welcome and didn't just emasculate everyone all the time.
I can't remember what it was, but something she did piss me off though. I can't remember what it was.
She
though.
took out like two stormtroopers.
Oh yeah, she was
like,
one. The whole the doink doink.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's a really stupid.
I remember her. I do remember her now.
She's a good actress. Look, I think she does a great
Yeah.
job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she had some slight girl boss, but the only thing about Kenobi that I liked is the fact that they got Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen back, and you can see clearly that they're legit friends, and they have an actual chemistry, and that was what was incredible. And
the writing still ruined it.
The writing still ruined it, and even though it ruined a lot of canon and stuff like that. When Obi-Wan, the final fight, when Obi-Wan slices off Anakin's, the Vader's face.
You mean the recycled plot from Rebels? Yeah, go on.
Yep.
Yeah, it was recycled. It was absolutely recycled. But, I mean, you can tell that Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen play off each other perfectly. That was an actual hard-hitting emotional moment, but it was in a shit show. Literally a shit show.
It wasn't hard-hitting and emotional for me. That said, because I was like, oh, they've already did this in Rebels. Fucking Ahsoka did it first. Now, I do have a buddy who's a Star Wars apologist. He's such a Star... Because he's not lefty at all. He's actually quite on the right. But he's such a Star Wars fan. He blinds himself to the very obvious propaganda and whatnot. And when I brought that scene up, how it was a complete rehash, he explained it in a way that almost makes it passable. He's like, no, it's the opposite side that Ahsoka cut. And because because Obi-Wan and Ahsoka are the only people that ever mattered to him, it's showing like the complete symbolism. Now both sides have been split by the two people he loved. And I was like, okay, I feel like Disney did not think that much about it, but your headcanon does make it emotional when you explain it like that. So thank you.
The mental gymnastics are pretty impressive there.
He's got no legs, so he doesn't do gymnastics. But
I'm not going to apologize for Disney, but I'll say this: live action, the emotions are different than animated, especially the blocky nature of the Clone Wars and Rebels. I'm sorry, there's not going to be enough emotion in that. When you have two human beings playing off of each other, it actually makes it emotional.
I will say this.
Anime. No, I got nothing. I got no issue with the emotion in Clone Wars. I cry at fucking 80s animations. So
I will say this.
Fair enough.
I cried during the Transformers movie today. So. Yeah.
Like the actual the Beast Wars?
Yeah, the Beast Wars.
No, he went to see it was Dylan Mulvaney.
I was hoping the old cartoon movie, with the power of love.
The new one, because Prime has to take
got
out
the
one
touch.
of his own.
Yeah, thank you.
Just really touching. Because the character suffers the same fate in the original Beast Wars cartoon. So yeah.
I do want to watch that. I heard that. I've actually heard good things about it from people who've seen it.
I enjoyed it. Like, if you like Beast Wars, I thought they did pretty good with.
Well, this is going to sound kind of controversial, but I kind of like all the Transformers movies because I like
kick them out.
Yeah, I know.
You are one pathetic loser.
Bumblebee and this one are probably the best.
Inconceivable. Bumblebee was genuinely good. I like the first one. I hated the second, and so I didn't see the third. But I saw the fourth because I was like, Mark Wahlberg.
I've seen them all too.
I've seen them all.
I loved Beast Wars back in the day. I don't know if it still holds up or not. I haven't rewatched it in years, but I loved Beast Wars. That was my favorite Transformers, obviously showing different generationally. But Beast Wars was my favorite, so I'm semi interested in this new movie. But also, it's still a Transformers movie.
You even get that Maximal's Maximize moment too, and the Autobots roll out. So.
Isn't that like a good explanation? Like the Maximals came from like a different dimension or some shit.
It's different time.
Okay.
Like it's in the
I heard there's a good explanation because I knew that was a big gripe a lot
of
people had that didn't make any sense for them to be there with Optimus and all that.
It kind of because in the original show they go through a wormhole and they end up like towards the end of the series you realize that they're on Earth and the Ark is there and they run into Prime and stuff and Optimus Maximal has to merge himself with Prime's spark towards the end. And they kind of do the whole like basically Unicron has this key thing that can travel through like dimensions or time basically, but it's used to like travel across the universe. But you can do it so that's basically what happens. It's like a time wormhole jump thing, and that's how they end up on Earth. And they basically split those two pieces into two pieces so it doesn't fall into the hands. So Unicron can't come and try to destroy Earth because it destroys their planet that they were on.
That just sounds like some timey-wimey bullshit.
A little bit. And there's a theory that Scourge is actually Prime from the other timeline, basically the first couple movies. Like Bumblebee is supposed to be like a different.
Oh well, if that's the case, they're ripping off Sonic the Hedgehog. How you got to be a Transformers movie and rip off Sonic the fucking Hedgehog? Like, basically, a character in Sonic that's like Sonic's dark alter ego from another fucking universe or whatever.
Well, Scourge has been in. He was in the original movie for Transformers.
Yeah, the '86 movie.
He
was okay, gotcha. I don't remember the character. Yeah. Okay, so maybe Sonic ripped off Transformers. I'll walk it back.
He was. Yeah, Scourge was like was like
were the ones that were the Harbingers, which were the terror cons, and they basically prepared the planets for Unicron.
Oh, okay. I just googled Scourge. Okay, I remember this character now.
And
he was basically Starscream, the new Star.
Unicron was played by fucking Orson Welles.
Yeah.
In the
Peter owned in by Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage plays the voice of Scourge, and I thought he did a pretty good job.
Peter Dinklage, fucking with his big ass head.
Fucking Pete Davidson voices one of them in this movie.
Mirage.
How is he? I can't stand that. I can't stand that.
I can't stand him either, and he's in every fucking thing. He was in Fast X as well.
What?
Oh, see, I haven't watched Fast X.
Yep.
Fast X was good. Just because it's a turn your brain off kind of just like popcorn movie. You can just like it doesn't matter.
These are all movies I need to see. I just haven't had a chance.
Mirage, that like at first I thought I was gonna hate it, and then I didn't. Like he was all right.
Okay, well, hey, that's fair enough. I think Pete Davidson is a piece of shit, but if he does all right, I mean, I'm not gonna bash him.
And then like people were saying that Prime is a villain in the movie, and he's not. He just has a reason to not trust humans, and they kind of like allude to that in the last one too. So,
I did hear that like the first 30 minutes is a little bit of identity politics with the two characters because they grow up in the ghetto or some shit like that. Yeah,
there's a white people shit line, and it's like God, I just rolled my eyes, and then the black chick that's like works in the museum that like identifies like archaeological artifacts and stuff to make sure
she identifies as an archaeologist.
They're like they're like that they're legit or whatever. She's like an assistant, and they allude that everything she knows more than the actual head of the thing. And whenever she tells her something, she pawns it off as her own. And they kind of allude that like it's because she's black that she does this, and the fact that she just knows all this shit because she just keeps her ears open and listens to things and knows stuff. Like she just happens to know it to know it, which doesn't make like they don't. She doesn't even have a degree in it. She just knows how to like decipher whether things are legit or not.
What?
This sort of shit being at the beginning of a Transformers film is nothing new, though. Because remember Transformers 4 had the whole statutory stuff in the first 30 minutes? They put these weird, non-Transformers-related conversational pieces in these movies.
The human shit was terrible. The Spanish guy's stuff with him was all right, because him and his brother, like that dynamic, I liked. Because it kind of had the same similarity with how Prime is trying to protect his people. And he's also trying to protect his brother and stuff, and there's like that parallel between the two, and they don't necessarily understand each other at first, and then later on in the movie they like come to terms and understand why they have to protect everybody as one unit is better than everybody kind of being separated and not being on the same page.
Okay.
So that was fine. But I really went to see the movie for Beast Wars, and so I was pleased.
Yeah, no, I want to see it because I remember watching the Beast Wars animation back in the fucking 90s. Do you remember what that looked like? Oh my god!
That was some weird computer animation.
That was some weird computer animation, but hey,
it was reboot style.
Dude, Reboot does hold up. Like Reboot, I recently rewatched it. Like it's on YouTube, and it's still awesome. Like the animation is bad, don't get me wrong, but man, that show is still awesome.
I think it was the same animation studio that did the Ultron.
Wait, let me read Tony's comment. We was archaeologists and shit.
Because she like.
I'm gonna slap Etep.
Now you gotta keep going.
Oh, he's still going. Jesus.
I love that we hijacked Etep's news show and just turned it into a big nerd fest.
It's fine. You know what? It's okay. It's okay.
One headline so far.
We've honestly
first one.
we've honestly been doing this on Wednesdays, and you know what? The chat doesn't mind. I don't mind. It's copacetic. It's
she
good.
honestly
it's
like
fine.
goes into this part where she's talking about her dad.
You still talking about Beast Wars, motherfucker? I'm just
but she like
this motherfucker.
We got some
talk about
dad
stolen chicken wings, motherfucker.
and how her dad told her to just
Right.
keep her eyes open and ears open and stuff, and that's how you learn things. Basically, that's why she's good at everything. She keeps her ears open and eyes open, and whenever there's an opportunity, she's supposed to like whatever. And she doesn't have a degree or anything, but she's like fucking perfect at all her shit just because she's black.
Well, that's somebody said earlier because it's Glinzer. He said every black woman has to be a Riri Williams now.
Yeah.
And that's such a it is. It's true. Like there's such it's a trope. It really is now.
And then
It's
there's another line too where they go to Peru and Skipjack. He's the one with the glasses. He's the Volkswagen van, and he has glasses and shit in the trailers, and he speaks with a Spanish accent.
You
and they make
are a racist, AngelousDraven.
So the Spanish guy is like speaking to him in Spanish because he just assumes that he knows Spanish because he has the Spanish accent, and he doesn't. And they're like, "What are you, racist or something?" And like just assuming somebody can speak the language. It's like, dude, you're in fucking Peru. Like,
I wish he started speaking German right then in response to the fucking Volkswagen.
Was that too much? Sorry, my bad. Okay.
No. I will not sit back and listen to these insinuations about the German people. Nothing happened in Poland. We were invited. Punch was served. Check with them.
The Jews invited us in their home, okay? So we took the Jews to the street to relocate them. It's fine. It's a relocate with the great education.
They don't mention anything about RC being trans, so that's a positive. Because I know people are like RC's trans and all this shit. They don't mention anything of that. They just show RC and that's it. And it's pretty badass.
It's a fucking robot.
I know.
It
but
can't be trans.
Hey! Look! We got the non-binary one, okay? So respect the non-binary.
How is it non? That's a.
That's what I'm saying. What the?
It's a fucking robot. I'm non-binary. Z's. Oh my god! No, you're a fucking robot. Shut up.
Actually, would be non-binary because the robots are just that. They're robots. There's not anything else. So it really is non-binary. Because binary means of two. There's only robots.
Wouldn't it actually be binary because of binary code? It's a robot.
Yes. And it's funny because they say non-binary and people that are binary, which also creates a binary.
I guess technically,
non-binary person.
Technically, Mirage is non-binary because Mirage can turn to anything, right?
He's just a Porsche.
No, Mirage is the one that
where's my Grace Randolph? That's just a car.
No, Mirage. I heard it turns into a fucking dumpster truck in this movie.
She's a dumb. Mirage is a dumpster.
It starts as a Porsche, turns into a dumpster truck, and then back to a Porsche.
Yeah, well. But that's what Mirage was always supposed to be. That Mirage could change into fucking anything, using like a hologram or some shit.
Yeah, he makes a bunch of well, it's in the trailer. They show him making a bunch of hologram Porsches to like go.
That's just a car.
But yeah.
God, she's awful.
Anyways, all right, my non-binary joke fucking sucked. All right.
This may be the most fucked up.
Oh
my God.
That's fucked up.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I fucking love it. That's awesome.
Oh man.
Wait, I have some. I just.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Wow.
Is that real?
I guarantee a lefty had that made.
Oh
I'll
God.
bet anything to have an abortion party.
That must.
I
have
just
been
hope the
after,
people that
Roe
wouldn't
v.
bake
Wade
the
was
gay wedding
overturned.
cake were forced to make this as well. Like that would be even better.
Wait, I do. You know what? In honor of this cake, I think there's only one time that it should be.
It's Morbid time.
Oh my
There we
god,
go.
they say that in the movie.
I did not mind that movie. That is a movie I didn't think
I
was
thought it
nearly
was
as bad as
fun.
everyone
That
thought.
is so
That movie was not nearly
horrendous.
as bad as everyone made it up to be. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a
morbid.
great movie, but
I don't like it. Oh god.
Jared Leto is my least favorite actor of all time, so I couldn't give it at the time of day. And he was my least favorite actor fucking before Joker. I'll go hipster on your asses. I've always fucking hated Jared Leto. 30 Seconds to Mars is one of the worst fucking bands.
Yes,
ever.
I hate. I'm not an emo teenage girl. I hate 30 Seconds to Mars. I've never cut myself. I don't like.
I thought he
them.
was a horrendous Joker. I hated it.
Here we go.
No, I did too. I think that's.
What do you mean?
the
Oh,
worst.
here we go.
Fight Club is when he gets the
This
absolute
here
shit
is the
beat out of
best
him
part
by
of the
Edward
fucking
Norton.
movie.
He's like, oh, you love to see it.
That was the worst. He was the worst Joker ever. I know.
Oh,
we're talking up Morbius, and Ryan's up there going.
Smell shite.
Can I make up for my Michael Keaton comment by saying Jack Nicholson is my favorite Joker?
okay, all right.
Yep. I'm
just
absolutely
a little
fine
bit
with that
above
one.
shit now.
No, the damage has been done. I've been burned one too many times.
Do you really want to hurt me? I know. We're as soon as he said he didn't like Michael Keaton wasn't the best Batman, we're all just sitting back.
No tears, please.
Dude, did you guys know that Boy George is homophobic? I don't know if he's actually homophobic, but he has a quote. It's my favorite Boy George quote. That says, "Sometimes being gay, sitting at a table with other gay people, is like being a vegetarian butcher."
You know what these idiots don't realize?
This
that
right here is the
gay
best
people
part of Morbius.
like gay people more than straight people.
That's the best fucking part. It's so ridiculous. It reminds
It
me
was
of
fucking hilarious. Just the music.
Dirt in your eye, Maguire. Fucking his dance. That's why it's so.
The music during that is freaking just off the wall.
He was definitely
insane.
He was definitely the best part of the movie, and
he was.
I loved him as in Doctor Who, and to see him in this movie, it was fantastic. I think that's probably why I liked it so much.
He's
I
always
love
the
that
best part of everything. Like I can't fucking stand Doctor Who, and he's still great. And he was awesome.
Okay,
in House of the Dragon.
kick him out again. Fuck you.
Kick him.
I never finished House of the Dragon.
Wow.
I need to watch the
I'm just
finale.
Incredible. It's incredible.
I need to watch the finale. I dug every episode, and I missed the finale because we were streaming, and I just fucking forgot to watch it. But I need to go back and watch like the last couple episodes again. But I thought it was great. I didn't watch Game of Thrones until like last year. We binge watched the entire series. And I was like, obviously I see the issues with it based on what everybody was saying. The wife read the books and said, yeah, like, okay. But, I thought there was a lot of things that didn't make sense, like the long night episode. Oh, your TVs are too dark, or your TV's this or that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? You blaming the fucking audience's TVs? That's like everybody at the end of The Sopranos. That complaint. I don't. I mean, should I be worried about spoilers for a show that ended in 2007?
With House of Dragon, my issue
I gotta
was
defend myself to Adam a
time
little bit, because you gotta remember, Adam, I'm a bit younger than you guys. Back when Doctor Who very first came back and was a big deal, every fucking goth bitch in my high school was obsessed with it, so it was annoying. I don't hate Doctor Who because I think it's bad. I hate it because I hate their fucking Hot Topic fans. That changes the context.
What is that? Like a personal attack or something?
Got something against goths?
Yeah.
The people of the night?
God damn it, Draven.
Exactly.
God damn it, Draven. Draven, that was more retarded than a one-legged bullfrog on a pogo stick.
God damn.
Leon can't say anything without pissing somebody off, apparently.
Right at the end of the stream, we're gonna be giving everybody outros. Just go like this. Well, you know, it's great, Leon, but
Well, it was a great one and done. You know? Like fucking Dean Cain guest starring in an episode of a cop show or something. I know I'm going to be the bad guy at the
yeah,
end.
Well,
he's on Criminal Minds.
Dean Cain, huh? What's wrong with Dean Cain?
I love Dean Cain.
He
Dean
did.
Cain's like-
He was a bad guy in Criminal Minds, because I love Criminal Minds. I do. I love that show. When we were in Cincinnati for Horror Hound, we were walking through all the road. I saw what fucking now his name's eluding me. The fucking Reaper. He was in C. Thomas Howell. C. Thomas Howell from the Outsiders and everything. He played the Reaper. Yeah, Soul Man. You know, and I was telling these guys, I think I mentioned it to you too, Dre, right before I was like, I wonder if I should bring up Soul Man. But I didn't.
Oh yeah.
And then he stood next to me and he's like, I'm 6'3", like I'm only about 215 pounds right now, but he's so small. Like he's a tiny
really good Soul Man.
It's not a bad movie outside of the blackface and all, but
blackface had a point.
It did.
Doing it to mock people.
No, it did.
For a story purpose and learned why it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was done for a reason. They want to paint it in a negative light. But I was joking, like I said, I was like, should I bring up Soul Man? But I didn't. I just said, man, I was like, I did. I loved it, and we got a couple pictures taken with him, and got the autograph of the Reaper, and it was fucking cool meeting him. And he was in also what was that? The Hitcher? Was it a Hitchhiker?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
The
Galaxy.
Hitchhiker.
No,
Not
it's a horror movie.
The original. Yeah, it came out. What the fuck was who wasn't Rutger? Wasn't Rutger Hauer the villain in that one?
I haven't seen that in so long. I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I swear he was.
Sure, I did watch it as a kid a couple times.
Manliness and motivation. So that's with Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, he was the bad guy in that because they remade it a couple years ago. Well, I mean, a couple years ago was like a fucking decade ago or better. Who is it? I just remember the white-haired guy. Neil McDonough was in it. Who I like Neil McDonough. I really liked him. He was
so great.
He was. I like him because he's based as fuck too. Like
he really?
is. Yes, he is. Like when I was still doing Bounding into Comics articles, unironically, they did. Of course, it had to do with religion, but he wouldn't do any like kissing or any like sex scenes in any movies with any female. He's like, I'm married, I have a family. He goes, I just don't. He goes, that's just me. He goes, I don't want to do it. And so he caught flack for it in Hollywood, and they kind of blackballed him and shit. And he goes, I just do productions now that I want to do.
And Legends.
Well, I mean, that makes sense considering some of the movies he does now. Like he did fucking Street Fighter: Legend of Chun-Li and Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. He's done two of the worst Capcom adaptations of all time, but he's the best part of both of them.
Yeah,
he's a great villain.
He's a good actor.
Neil McDonough is awesome.
Yeah, the Hitcher was 86. Yeah, 86 was the original, and then dude, I was 6 years old. This is one I didn't see until I was a teenager, though.
Drop a phone for your Hitcher. Oh, sorry.
And the 07 one was Sean Bean was the villain in that one, and then you had Zachary Knighton.
That's what to say. Did he die?
Yeah, of course he did.
Dude,
you
all
have
the movies with Sean Bean not to die in. He doesn't die in fucking Silent Hill, of all things.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, he didn't.
I didn't realize he was in that.
He doesn't have the most movie deaths.
Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot about that.
But you don't realize that until the end.
I love the Silent Hill movies, though. I love the games, though, as well. So.
I like the first one, dude. Okay, so like the best part of the first movie, the best part of the first movie was Laurie Holden in the cop outfit. I was just like, oh my god. I've always had I've had a huge crush on her since like, what was it? She was in the Majestic, I think.
I thought you were about to say you had a thing for cops, and Ryan was about to say hello.
How you doing, baby?
I did. Drunkenly, I saw this smoking hot female cop in Vegas, and one of my shorts is I got a picture of her ass. Even my wife was like, "God damn, she's got a nice ass." And but no, we were in where the fuck? I was in Lansing. I was like at a MSU game, and I was with my cousin who went there, and there was this smoking hot East Lansing female cop, and I walked up to her. I'm like, "Excuse me," I just had my arms out. I'm like, I've been bad. And she just fucking laughed. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure she's heard that a few times. He's like, Jesus, you're going to get us arrested. I was like, well, no. I was like, I want her to handcuff me and, rough me up a little bit. I was like, normally I have to pay for this shit. I was like, that's expensive. That's just like $500. Never mind. Anyway.
Got receipts.
We don't kink shame unless you're a furry. Then it's flamethrower time.
Away. Dude, do you know how hard the fuck it is being a Sonic the Hedgehog fan and having to like avoid the internet because of all the fucking furries?
Yep.
I like to preface the fact that I'm a Sonic fan by saying, "Don't worry, I'm not like the rest of them." Like,
see, dude, I've been a fan.
Like,
I've been a fan. I know. I played the game since I was a kid.
You and I are the only two that aren't into like fucking.
Every fandom has those weird fans, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I did not realize that they're Sonic the Hedgehog.
I didn't either.
Synonymous
They're
with furries.
fucking degenerates.
To me.
I think Grace Randolph's into furries after her comment about
she
Mario.
Is.
Rule 34, Adam. If it exists, there's a prawn of it.
There has to be.
I mean, hell, even the Army's got furries now.
Yeah, they have to wear high heels and be sensitive to the needs of their fellow.
No joke though. Like there's actual pictures of officers, and I think we talked about this on my channel, where the officer's wearing a fucking furry thing in his fucking dress uniform.
Oh, you talking about the ones that have the dog faces? The
dog
fetish.
One,
the leather fetish. Yep.
Yeah, it's like a major or some shit.
It's called pup play. And I know this because the Biden nuclear waste secretary was
the one that kept getting arrested for
yeah, he's into pup play.
Matt Damon in drag.
Yeah,
that's what that fucking dude looks like. Matt Damon in drag.
Shit, I didn't see it till just now, but you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, that is Matt Damon in a fucking dress.
Matt Damon.
Wait, do I have to...
He actually got convicted of it too, which is fucking fine. Wow.
Yeah, it's about time.
It only took like I think 4 different instances before they finally said, "Okay, finally we got to do something."
They're like, God damn it, we finally got to arrest one of these weirdos. Speaking of Matt Damon, how can we mention Matt Damon without his partner in crime?
He's not going anywhere. Ben and I were up all night making love. What? Ben Affleck's booze.
Taco flavor kisses for my Ben.
Oh, I love tacos burritos. Hey, Bean. Bean, you want my taco flavored kisses, Bean?
Taco flavored kisses.
I love that.
My name is Jennifer Lopez. I love tacos y burritos.
As funny as it is, and I know Matt Stone and Trey Parker are actually based, but they did have a child jerking off Ben Affleck actively on a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, that's what makes. That's
what makes him based.
That's what makes.
That was trying to say.
Tony called him Damon Mulvaney.
God.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. I like that.
That's awesome.
Oh God.
Oh God. Wait, I got one for that. Let's see. Hang on. For Tony for coming up with that one.
Because that's what heroes do.
I'll tell you what. I'm so glad that we're not seeing that freaking ass clown everywhere anymore, Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh my God!
I think the
dude, did you see him with Tony the Tiger at the Tony Awards a few days ago?
No. If you can find video, pull it up. We'll show.
Blonde. He is blonde, washed out now. Like fucking eyebrows blonde. Like he looks like a fucking snow leopard. I don't know. Like Jesus.
Yeah,
he looks like Paris Hilton in when they depict her in South Park.
Yeah, looks like a fucking albino now. Yeah.
Cartman's has.
Oh no.
He's not wrong though. That's actually.
I know.
Yep.
My name is Connors.
Here's an article about it. It's got a video attached to it. This is. Yeah, I did a video on it. It's fucking weird.
All right, let me pull this up.
I mean, this is kind of news related. Look, we came back around.
Yeah, see,
it's the end.
all. Yeah, see, this is how we take it home. We actually share. We'll go through one article. You know, that's fine. It shit happens when you party. I'm fucking high. It doesn't matter.
Oh God!
Is Kellogg's next?
What is this commercial?
What?
Amazon.
Charlie Murphy.
It's unrelated.
Wait, hang on.
There it is.
Hang on. Let me.
Rapes.
Oh my
Damn it,
God.
and I like Raisin Bran Crunch. These motherfuckers.
They're gay.
It's a dude.
That's
What are they
creepy
doing in the
looking.
bushes?
Oh my God.
He's creepier looking.
What the fuck?
It's like Uncanny Valley at this point.
Ugh.
I hate to
This is
say it
easy.
now, but it kind of looks like Paris Hilton right there. Though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, don't you put that on Paris.
I know. That's why I hate to say that, but it's.
I know.
Or what
No.
was her friend in that?
Don't
that
call
show?
it her.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, God, don't call it her.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
you're calling
Nicole
Paris
Richie.
Hilton her, right?
We can call
Yeah.
Paris. Yeah, her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Better
I
because
thought you were talking about,
after I fucking jerked off to her, yeah, better.
I don't think I've jerked off to Paris Hilton since she was in like Maxim.
Yeah.
Not
like,
Paris.
in
Ain't gonna lie.
2006.
And for that one, Adam. I have it here. Hang on. It's here somewhere. I've got one for that. Because that comment deserves this.
Thank you. I was proud of the performance as well.
I was about to say, was that what it sounded like when you're jerking off to Paris Dylan Mulvaney? That's where it's Paris Hilton.
It's a very rough bap.
Well, if oh God, I never mind.
That ain't Paris Hilton. That's Gay Paris.
Gay Paris.
Dude, no, it's amazing because like Tony the Tiger is a cartoon cat, but that's still more of a real pussy than what Dylan Mulvaney has. Like,
Yep.
Go figure that. Frickin'
Where's Carol
perp.
Baskin when you need her?
Yeah.
Oh God, just.
What the hell is even that?
We need the
Look,
Tiger
everybody, I
King,
do
damn
have a
it.
pussy.
Oh God, this is what we're validating now. This is, yeah. We all, I guess we can't even say he's not a woman because we're not qualified to say what a woman is. Yeah, did you see that? Dylan came out as a lesbian the other week here on Lesbian Island.
Yeah.
What up,
Yeah.
JB?
Yeah,
Hail.
So
The next big
apparently-
surprise is going to be a Leah Thomas that likes women.
Well, no. So apparently, what happened with that whole Dylan
I thought
Mulvaney
you said
thing?
like swimming, like because there's a swimmer. It likes. I heard it wrong. Sorry.
Apparently, it was a trans woman or something like that getting him pregnant or some. I don't know. He did a whole entire TikTok about it. It was fucked up. Yeah, it was fucked up. Because apparently, Dylan did a TikTok telling his father that he likes a woman. And I guess his father was like, oh, okay, well, considering you've been non-binary and all this stuff, and it's like, I guess it was surprised. It's like, well, I guess you can, get him pregnant. And it's like, oh no, Dad, she would be getting me pregnant. And it's like, yeah, that's like
words of a psychopath.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
was said in the TikTok video.
Yeah. No. First of all,
That's not quite how this works.
Let's quote Ryan, Roger F.A. That's not very reality based. as it were.
Although to also go with him, how very American of you.
Yeah. How very American of you. You
have a hard
savages
time.
over
Yeah,
there.
that was a better Ryan. Mine sounded like fucking Paul McCartney.
I gotta get him on my show. He was a blast.
You filthy colonial savages on that side of the pond, living in squalor, letting people run amok, act as if there's 96 genders. I frankly don't know how you deal with it on a daily basis.
That's good.
There you go. The master of impressions.
Well, let me tell you something, son. If you don't go over there and no fuck off right now, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking cunt.
Was that Grant Gregory? Was that G-Tap? It's like Mr. Grant Gregory.
Well, Grant Gregory, you got to get a little bit more less cockney when you went doing the Grant Gregory, a little bit cleaner, a little bit higher.
he was on the one stream with us and we're watching. Now, mind you, I know the vernacular and some of the slang because like me and Tony are friends with the Aussie. You guys know the story of old Cookie Puss there buying the anti-Semitic cake. Well, we were showing the video there, like this PSA. Kendo sent it to me. It's about the fucking the natives going full Rama and huffing petrol, and I was like, "Holy by the abos down there." He's like, "Hey, you can't say that. That's a slur." I'm like, I don't. I'm not Australian. I don't care. It doesn't count. I'm like, it doesn't count. I was like, so anyway, the fucking abos are huffing the petrol bud. And they actually have like a fucking full, we showed the video and it got, of course, how does a PSA video get copywritten? Like, how does that work? Australia's like, hey, don't be making fun of us in our videos, you fucking savages. Like, you're a prison colony. Shut up. I'm just kidding, Australians. I love you guys.
That may not be real.
Yeah, I have no, actually, My brother-in-law did go to Australia when he was like 13 years old by himself. He went there for that like people-to-people thing, and he's been there. He knows they're real. He brought one back in a suitcase. His name was Starvin Marvin. He was like, yeah, Marvin. Apparently, he stopped over. Never mind. Never. It's a long story.
Did he thank the Moose for taking them out?
He got the kid in a Wayfair cabinet. I don't know. He ordered him from the Bidens. I don't know.
I'm just wondering how a prison colony became so docile.
Right?
Yeah.
That doesn't for a country that had Steve Irwin and Mick Dundee. Let's face it. Don't you ever say anything bad about Mick Dundee. That man is a treasure.
You wouldn't say that about Randolph Scott.
I don't know who that is. I really don't.
You've never watched Blazing
Saddles?
Saddles?
That went over my head.
I
haven't seen Blazing Saddles.
I know it's a Blazing Saddles reference. I haven't
seen it either.
I just watched it. I just watched it not long ago, but I fell asleep when I started because
I do need to watch it. I do need to watch Blazing Saddles, but I'm not old
I
enough.
know.
Oh, dude, if you haven't, you've got to watch Blazing Saddles. It's the second best Mel Brooks movie ever.
The kid we're watching.
I
love Spaceballs.
Only Mel Brooks.
Okay, wait, but I said it's the second best, so wouldn't that make Spaceballs?
Oh, I thought you said it's the best.
No, it's the second best. Although I think the best is Robin Hood Men in Tights. Spaceballs number
3. Kick him, he's out.
I love Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I'm kidding. Of course, no, that is right.
Mel Brooks has never made a bad movie. Let's be real.
No,
he's never made a bad movie.
Except for Beast of the World Part 2.
One line that I still can say to this day is when there's like a lot of noise, and I'm like, I hope it's worth the noise. Like, it's just so funny.
I just know that
I frequently use the GIF. Either way, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Either we're gonna have a hanging or a wedding. Either way, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Thank you for saying GIF.
Me while I whip this out.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
Talking about Spaceballs, as much as I'd love to see a Spaceballs sequel nowadays, I just assume that it would suck. And
leave it alone.
Yeah,
it's
got to get left alone.
More money should never come. Like I haven't even seen History of the World Part 2. I just pretend it doesn't exist. It's funnier to label something Part 1 and there never be a Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a part. I don't want a sequel to anything right now. I want them just to leave everything the fuck alone. We're getting an X-Files reboot, right? For those fans
again?
Another
one?
What?
No,
again?
No. I'm sorry, not a reboot, a remake. So like how the X-Files came back? They had what the 2 seasons?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, no.
No.
I guess it ended terribly. I haven't seen that.
I didn't see the ending.
Well, they said this. They said that season 9 ended horribly too. So
It
it's
made
like,
no
well.
sense.
Anyway, no, they're coming out with a diverse remake.
Oh, of course. Oh, so they're doing with the Quantum Leap.
Yes. Godzilla there. Yes.
It's the X-Files.
What are you, gay?
The
It is that
X-Files
time of the
does
month.
Not need to just stop.
Nope, just leave it alone.
See, I'm one of the few people I liked. It wasn't as good after David Duchovny left, but I really like Robert Patrick. So seeing Robert Patrick,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You know what I found? I found a website that will show you the list of every single main story episode, and if you go back and just watch that, it's actually really fucking good. So basically turn into a big movie. Yeah, just take out all the. As much as I know people love the Monster of the Week, if you watch every single just main story episode, I went back. I think maybe a year or two ago, and I did, and yeah, it was really good.
Kick him out. Just kick him out. Just right now. Kick him out.
Oh, are you?
I was never a
We're
fan
just
of
doing
X-Files.
the
Sorry.
X-Files reboot according to Manliness and Motivate. I'm sorry, Shiftygism. It says Ryan Coogler is doing the X-Files reboot.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. He is.
The XY file starring Mulvaney.
Did you hear that Phoebe Waller-Bridge also confirmed she is getting her her Tomb Raider Amazon
Tomb Raider, yeah.
Oh god.
They said they can't. They said it was
Tomb Raider?
thrown. Yeah, she's
gonna be Laura Croft.
No, she. To my knowledge,
inserts
she's not
herself
in it.
in
She's
everything
gonna be
she
one of
does.
the
So
writers for it.
she inserts herself into everything she does. So yeah.
Well, God knows you can't have a hot Laura Croft. That's sexist. So yeah, put her in there. I
Well,
guess.
they already did that with the new games. Like they desexified her. I mean,
Yeah.
I still like the games. They're
like
still
them.
fun adventure games, but yeah, they desexified her.
I thought she looked good. in
Look,
it.
here's the dealio. Like Tomb Raiders should be literally female Indiana Jones, just as
Yep.
morally gray, just as fucking like. Because let's be honest, Indiana Jones got sex
old
appeal
biggies.
for women. Like that's what, or not. I won't say Angelina Jolie. Tomb Raider should literally be the female Indiana Jones. It doesn't need to be anything other than that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be intersectional feminism.
Great.
Tomb Raider.
Because
It'd be about
Phoebe
abortion.
Waller-Bridge is a massive feminist, fourth wave feminist. That woman has the soul of a bridge troll.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge troll.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why?
Wow.
I can never unsee this now.
Oh, that's so
My eyes.
terrifying.
If you ever get a chance
That's a
to
Monster
watch,
of the Week episode right there.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm looking
And I ran.
I'm looking at Skull and I'm still like wood.
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. She
Look
got
at the
nails.
real estate on those foreheads.
She looks a bit like what's her face who played Batwoman.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Don't-
Yeah.
Don't-
as much of a fucking feminist cunt
Please.
she is. She's still hot.
Yeah.
Please,
I don't think I
please.
could do it with
Well, didn't you hear that Gillian Anderson at one point said she wanted to be the first female Bond?
No.
No, I don't think I heard that.
She straight up said that. Yep, she said she it was back when because they hadn't released the most recent one yet, and they were talking about how the next Craig film will be the last. And she came out in an interview and was like, Bond, it's time for a change. If they do the first female Bond, I'll throw my hat in the ring. I mean, she said it with an accent, but
Gillian Anderson is a feminist, but she's more of like a second wave or something like that. With
Third
like
wave.
More of a classical.
I don't know if I'd say third wave. I think it probably second wave, more like free the breast stuff like that.
Yep.
all I
Dude,
know
when I
is
went-
the
when I went back
X-Files
then
reboot
and-
sucked because of her. Like because the first season of it's good, the second season gets bad
Yeah.
because she wanted to fucking quit again. And David Duchovny got all snarky. He was like, "Oh, I remember when I kept the show when I left the show and you guys kept going." Like he wanted to keep the reboot still going, but Gillian Anderson was like, "Nope, I want out. I'm not feeling it."
Yeah.
And
Well, he did it the first time, to be fair. So it's
right. But they again, like he said though, they
they'll
kept the
come
show
back
going
in a
without him.
decade and they'll do fucking X-Files season number 13 or something, or another movie.
The season 10 comics were great. That like kept the canon story going before the reboot ever happened. The X-Files comics that followed up were awesome.
I will admit, though, I mean, even though, Gillian Anderson is a feminist, like I said, the reason that I don't think she's like a third or fourth way is because she has shown bobs in movies, and she's very pro, she seems like she's pro women's nudity.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe I was completely blown away when I went back just like, you know, whatever, a year or two ago, and I watched the fucking the pilot episode, and she fucking takes her shirt off and just nothing but bra in a fucking mirror. I'm like, how the hell did I not remember this?
Yeah.
Oh
Right?
my God.
Well,
she like, dude, as a teenager in the '90s, she was like, she was
it. Yeah, I'd master
Yep.
for her. Well, she does it in the season reboots, like what, season 10 or whatever. She unbuttons her shirt. Yeah.
Yep.
She's very
I never found her super
liberated on her
Lucy
Instagram.
Lawless in that era. Like,
Lucy Lawless was that. Yeah.
Dude, I met her 10 years ago. She is still hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she looks good. I want to hit Shifty Gizm's comment. He says the revelation that the smoking man was the father of Scully's baby, and her turning her back on him caused Gillian Anderson to be all like, "I'm never coming back." I did not like that at all. I was like, "Wait, why is he the father?" I fucking hated that.
No.
Wait, Ruby Rose, the human Pez dispenser. We got something for
I
that.
need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be when it fits a woman.
Dude, I'll tell you what I really got turned on by her was when she was in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
She was lesbian.
I've never seen that. I got to be honest. Never seen
What's that?
I enjoyed the first couple of seasons, but it gets super fucking liberal leftist bullshit.
Yeah, the last two or three seasons were pretty far left.
It was far.
Yeah,
it was fun
Ruby
show
Rose
before
was
that.
in that. I remember hearing. Yeah, she was in. I've seen some because she did some nude scenes in that.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well,
yeah.
What else has Ruby Rose been
Nano
in?
Reaper says, or I'm sorry, mainly
John
his
Wick,
motivation. The one he
too.
liked was Callisto.
Yeah, that's
from
right,
Xena.
yep.
Is that the chick that OD'd and died recently or whatever?
Who?
Callisto from Xena. The chick that played her. I think she died recently. She OD'd or something. I could be wrong, but
I have no
I met
idea.
her years ago. Oh, was that years ago? I thought it was like 2 years ago or something.
No. I mean, I met her years ago.
Oh, you met her years ago.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
I never got into X-Men, but or not X-Men, X-Files. Sorry, but David Duchovny, I liked him in Californication.
Kick him out.
Dude, have you ever heard him sing? He's put out
I
a
liked
couple
him in,
records.
Where he's
I've never
just
seen
fucking
Californication.
everything that moves. He fucks everything that moves.
Oh
It's
yeah,
lit-
no,
it's
that's definitely
literally
not the show.
No.
I'm the
Red
Red Hot
No.
Chili Peppers tried to sue over that show, saying they had the rights to the name Californication because that was the name of one of their
I think
fucking
so, yeah.
albums.
One of their songs. Yeah.
Yep.
Or
What the
song.
fuck was that
Yep.
name of the show? I think he was on Showtime. It's like something like Red Shoe Diaries. Red Shoe Diaries. Where like all he did, he would just read, like he would start the show off by reading someone in some news article or something, and then it's fucking softcore porn. That's all.
Was
it
that
is.
him?
Yeah, it was David Duchovny in the beginning.
I used to watch that as a kid. I didn't.
Yes,
I
that
never,
was my jerk off material as a kid. when
I
my
didn't.
parents got
I didn't
Showtime.
realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was dude. Showtime and Cinemax late at night as a kid
Just
were
a
fucking.
all for a soldier's
Dude,
spirit.
Skinamax. There's a reason that
Yeah, you would
Cinemax
get that
Saturday,
back in
buddy.
the day, man. In the 80s, and 90s, man, they had Cinemax. Everybody knew that after 10 p.m.
Spice
like at
Channel.
night. Oh, I had Spice. See, we had that. We had like the satellite box, and we had the split, the illegal, like the black box on top of us. We got all the.
Oh yeah, did you the decoder?
My dad's buddy was our satellite man. We had one of those dishes that Russia has now that goes and moves like you have to go out and knock the ice off it. My dad would be like, "You gotta get out there in the wintertime." I'm like bitching in Russia, knocking the ice off the dish. But yeah, that we had all those fucking dudes. Like I never paid for a pay-per-view until I was like in my late teens.
Yeah.
Everything was free. Like it was fucking great. Like until they started changing everything over around the 2000, when I turned 20, that's when everything went to shit with that and we couldn't do it anymore. So, but yeah, I remember watching like Full Metal Jacket with because my dad, non-vet, Marine, watching Full Metal Jacket on pay-per-view as soon as that came out, and him sitting there watching that going, this is the most realistic Vietnam movie you'll ever see, right here, bar none. He goes, especially the boot camp part. He's like, I want you to fucking pay attention to that. He goes, because this ain't this is about half of what we did. He goes, we had motivational platoon for the fucking. He goes, we had motivational platoon for the fatties. He goes, they put them in their own fucking area because we had to do extra PT for them. And he said, I come out of the fucking Marine Corps. I joined Dearborn Heights PD, and I'm doing one-arm fucking push-ups, and all the other recruits are getting fucking mad at me because I'm making them look bad. He goes, fuck. He goes, I didn't realize it. He goes back at you because I was doing that boot camp and I got my ass beat for it. He goes, here. He goes, I ain't worried about these motherfuckers. He goes, I just got out of the jungle for fucking 24 months. He goes, I ain't fucking worried about these guys.
Dude, I have to address Shifty-gism. Yes, Emmanuel in Space with Krista Allen. Oh my god, so hot. Softcore porn, but oh, she's so incredibly hot.
Dude, so this was my routine. Like Friday, Saturday night was I would look at TV Guide, and I would check for every single movie past 10 o'clock that's R-rated, and look for the one that says, what was it, extreme adult content.
It would have an N on it. It would just have an N in parentheses for nudity.
Well, no, but there would be more to it. Like they would expand upon it. There'd be like heavy adult content or something like that. Along with it would be look for nudity along with like something adult content, and that means softcore porn. I'm like, yep, 11 o'clock, jerk off time.
Oh yeah,
you guys had so much better than me. My first experience in the softcore porn was like, Here I Go Again by Whitesnake. So,
oh, don't get me wrong. Yeah, fucking MTV. Like I remember also, not MTV, but the other one had VH1 right after like 5 o'clock or right after I would get home from school. I always had like top 10 sexiest videos or something like that. And it'd be like that one with the girl on the beach and what's her face roller skating in the fucking carnival. And yeah, that was jerk off time too.
This right here, this was my mom used to subscribe to this magazine. It was called Orbit. It was like the satellite TV guide basically. So you would look here and it would have all the adult listings too. So little Etep as a kid would wait till, I remember it was funny because like back in the day when you were watching satellite on one channel, it went through every channel in the house. Like on the satellite channel, like on your TV, you'd have to set it to a certain channel. So I was watching porn and my mom fucking turned the TV. She goes, what the hell are you watching? I'm like, oh shit, I'm changing it.
You hit the last button. Last.
Yep. Go back. Oh shit, I don't know, but yeah, this Orbit magazine. This was
jerking the Sesame Street.
Yeah, this was where you found all your viewing needs were in the Orbit. But it's funny. Here's an satellite.
We always had cable, never satellite. So I never heard of Orbit.
We couldn't have cable because I lived out in the fucking country. Like we were in like the middle of nowhere. So on the fucking we had to have satellite. Before that, it was just it was funny. We used to have one of those big ass aluminum antennas. Like, I mean, this motherfucker was like 30 feet tall. Yeah, outside the house. I used to climb up I'd never go too high, but I'd climb up a couple rungs on that as a kid and jump off that and attack my fucking sisters and like try to elbow drop. I was like, I know you're gonna be a commie one day, bitch.
Do you remember when the satellite dishes were like fucking like 8 feet wide?
We had one of those. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I was talking. We had one of those as a kid. They were fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking huge. No, I grew up in a small town, but we had cable services. So, but some of our neighbors had like satellites, but good times.
There was more cows than people where I grew up, like literally, and there still is. My parents still live in the same fucking house.
Muslims in your community.
No, not at all.
Anybody hear any glitching in the audio?
No. No.
Is that me?
But it must be. But sadly, we do have to wrap up as it is time for us to go over to Draven's channel and watch some wrestling. So let me give an outro here to our guests. We'll start with Ryan, who's on the top here. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you.
All right. Well, as you can see down below, Legion Games 2076 is my gaming channel. I need to do more gaming content, so I'm going to start doing that. And of course, Legion Talk is my pop culture channel. I cover everything Disney, my movie reviews. Definitely going to be talking about some Star Wars stuff tonight with the new game coming out, Star Wars Outlaws. And of course, you can also find me Legion Wires, my political channel. And Legion teaches history because kids nowadays are so retarded they don't know what history is. So I actually teach history subjects. So, yeah, that's me. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the invite. Sorry it was
Absolutely,
2 weeks late.
No
Behind
worries.
the ball.
No worries, brother. No worries. You're here. That's all that matters, my man. Thank you. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go over to Leon Idle from Words of Paradise.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on. This was an absolute blast. You know, I've just been sort of getting into this whole coming on other individuals show thing because, yes, I do have my own channel. It is Words of Paradise. I cover, nerdy news through a political lens, and I'm not, I'm very much a radical centrist. I will attack both the left and the right depending on what they're doing, how retarded it is at the time. Usually it's attacking the left because the right tends to stay out of nerd culture, but no one's off limits. So you do something dumb in nerd culture, you're going to get talked about. I also do like to cover positive things when they happen, and it just doesn't happen a lot. But I don't want the channel to be just a center for negativity. So all nerdy news, good and bad, left and right. So yeah, I do a video almost every day. Feel free to come over to Words of Paradise, subscribe, check out the content. I think you will enjoy it.
Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
It's been a blast. And thank you for coming on my show a couple of days ago. It was awesome having you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look forward to coming back. So thank you. And next up, we'll go over to CJP.
Hey, this is a blast of a show. I had a lot of fun. Good to stream with you again, Ryan and Leon. Nice to meet you actually face to face. Ish.
You as well.
You too, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
But yeah, you can find me. I've got 2 channels now on YouTube. So I've got my music channel, which is just Forgotten One Music, where I do a lot of Bond music there, some original stuff, and then I started a small meme channel to do stupid video memes that I like to make, called CJP Memes Presents, and I do it kind of like a old school silent film style introductions. So come check me out, and I'll be on with the Legion of Memers with Adam on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here again, brother, as always. And we'll go over to Adam, Soldier Spirit, next.
Hey, as much as I'm upset about, the Michael Keaton bashing and Doctor Who bashing, I still enjoyed you, Leon. You were fun nonetheless, even though I thought you think those are terrible bad takes. But yes, I think everybody out there still does know my channel is Bet's Talk, and drop the G and you'll find me. This weekend, I think we should have X-Wing on, the amazing Star Wars fan, good friends with Drunk 3PO. I met him out in Vegas when we were hanging out there. So check that out. I haven't had a confirmation yet. Miss Lila Hart has been so damn busy. We keep on rescheduling. She should be on tomorrow for our Thursday show, which is normally a political show. Bet's Talk with Knife Hands. But if she's on, then we are going to have a blast with her. I'm thinking about talking about how we are winning the culture war in a very entertaining manner, because she is an amazing fucking comedian. So come check it out. Remember, you don't got to be a vet to check it out. You don't got to be a vet to enjoy the content. You just don't get butthurt. Just don't get butthurt about anything. But come over to Vet's Talk and don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here as always, my man.
Yeah, buddy.
AngelousDraven, our good friend, up next. What's going down, Draven?
God damn it. This is what's going down. Yeah, after here, we're going to go watch tonight's episode of Dynamite. This is the card, as you see here. Should be a good show. And I'm sorry I was late, but thanks for having me. And it was good streaming with the new people here. Pleasure streaming with you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have you as always. Looking forward to watching some AEW next. And I guess that leaves moi, yours truly. Thank you, everyone, for being here in the chat. All 71 channel members. 71 channel members here. I fucking love it, man. And channel members, I hope you guys enjoyed the extraterrestrial stream last night with Nelson, Vinny, and Tony. We're doing another one next week just for channel members. Yeah, we'll have the Monday night after show just like we did for channel members. And then Tuesday night, it's not going to happen every week, but I have Tolbat coming on next week, and he has another extraordinary UFO story to tell. So we're going to talk about that and much more. We got the morning show tomorrow, The Place to Be Reviews live. Trying to get Nerdette back on. We just been kind of missing each other through just communication. But yeah, Friday, the morning show is going to be early because I got a lot of shit to do and I got to go cut some trees down in the afternoon before Vinny's show at 5. So we're going to do that at 8:05 a.m. on Friday. And then I'm going to go drop the kid off, go cut trees down, and then come back for Vinny's stream, and then whatever else we're doing Friday night. And Saturday night's main event. Wrestling Friday night. We're moving Saturday night's main event until up to 10 p.m. Eastern. For a start time, we'll go 10 to about 11:15. And then we're going to go play Mario Kart over on Draven's channel. And Sunday, I'll be on Beelzehub with Devil Made Me Do It over there, talking Hara for a little bit. So, yeah, check us out. And we'll be watching Collision, too. I got that going on.
That's Saturday before Saturday's main event.
Yeah, that's before Saturday's main event. We're watching Collision on Draven's channel, new AEW show. I actually have a video I'm working on for Nerdette's secondary channel, the Geeky Gazette channel. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. You haven't put one out in your own channel in over 2 weeks. I know. That's why I've been live streaming more. So thank you guys for fucking hanging out with us. I appreciate the hell out of all of you in the chat. You guys fucking rock. All my channel members. People on Subscribestar, which you can still support us on Subscribestar. I said no to Patreon because Patreon has a tendency to just fuck with people that they don't like if they lean a certain way, and I'm not playing that fucking game because you don't play with my money. We got merch on Teespring. All the links are in the About section of the channel, folks. That's it. We're done. We're going to go watch wrestling. Thank you, everybody. I am Etep Okuian from the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all these. We don't see you. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this.